ridiculous.
Well, I'm giving my notice for October, and I'll do the radio show, and I'll be funny on the radio show, despite this discussion. I mean, it's my job. I can be funny on the radio show.
Okay. Be weird though now.
It's December now.
Yeah, I mean,
October just passed.
I know. We got 10 months left. But hey, look, if you want to move me to a different, I mean, what are you gonna do? What can I possibly do? If the company is gonna wind up firing me.
So when Ant takes all the shots at me, you just make believe he's not doing that, or
What shots?
you.
No. When I'm on the show, there's been shots.
No, I'm not saying when you're on the show. All the shitty
don't know
things he said
what the
about
heck
me
happened.
since he got fired. That's you're just fine with all that. And you're cool with that.
Your relationship.
I'm just asking for real. I'm not trying to be a dick.
I'll be real
I don't
honest.
know what's going on.
He's taking shots at my wife. He's taking shots at me.
I am
Everything
the
I do is
PlayStation
I've never heard him take a shot at your wife ever.
Well, then you should pay closer attention.
But I don't. I worry about my own stand-up career, and I don't worry. I love it. But in all honesty, I don't listen to this show when I'm not here. I don't listen to.
But you know he takes shots at me all the time, so you have to know that.
But I also know.
Because that's being self-aware, like you say I'm not. You have to know he does that, right?
Yeah, but I never heard him take a shot at your wife.
He absolutely has.
But I've never heard it. I've never heard of it.
The sex tape bullshit from back in the day, when he decided to take an hour and a half and just beat the living shit out of me on his show. One of the final things was they were asking about that tape. He goes, "Oh, I'll just leave it for the internet to speculate." He knows damn well that whole fucking thing was bullshit and fake. He knows it.
Yeah, of course. Everybody knows it.
So he should have fucking left my wife out of it, but he couldn't help himself. I'll let the internet keep speculating on that. He knows what that did to me and my fucking family. And he knows it was complete fucking bullshit. And he knows it was the fucking guy that he invited to his fucking party. And
Right,
because
let's
that
do
party,
this.
That guy
I don't know what the
couldn't
hell
help
I'm
himself
doing, but let's
and
do it.
Texted me 40, 50, 60 fucking times harassing me and my kids and my wife.
3 matches. I don't understand what I'm
Yeah.
Which led to a fucking
I
restraining
can't do
order,
team
which now I'm
deathmatch.
fighting
I have to
fucking
go to
court.
a random multiplayer list.
Yeah, I know all that.
But you know
said-
the guy,
you said, like,
the guy's been taking shots at me.
I think
Does that bother you at all?
I don't.
Maybe that plays into it too, because I'm sitting here like, wow, you're racing with the guy every day. He knows the other guy's taking shots at me all the time.
Yeah, but
when Anthony comes up on this show, I literally try to take the high road, and I know you're in the
Probably
middle, but does it,
doesn't
as a human being, bother you at all?
What bothers me between both of you, and I said this from day one, is that you both had conditions under which you would talk at, like me, when Ant got fired and his show came up, and I went on his show the first day I called it, he was on Long Island, and I said this to you on the air when you and Ant had that big fight. I said this to you. You should have went on his show, regardless of the personal stuff. That my opinion was that the support for his endeavor as a professional guy, as a member of this show, should have been the groundswell of support should have come from us. And it should have been from this show, regardless of all the personal stuff. I told you that from day one. You're asking me, how does it feel? Do I feel? And then you said stuff, which I knew what you meant when you said it, dude. Like, I really did. Like, when you would say stuff like, management likes the direction of the show, I knew you weren't motherfucker and him. I knew you were saying that in defense of us. We were getting attacked. People were being very unfair. These guys are fucking traitors. They're cons. And you said, hey, management likes. You weren't saying fuck Anthony. You were sticking up for us.
And spun it to mean I was saying fuck Anthony. No, we were fighting for our fucking lives. But he can't see past himself half the time.
But when I heard that as the guy in the room with you,
Right.
I'm like, why would he? Like, I know what you meant.
I don't know
Right.
what we're doing here.
But yet that does not sound like I'm defending my guy. That sounds like the people that gave us the hard time all these years that we railed against, now they like what we're doing, and I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
So when he takes shots, like whether you mean to take a shot like that or not, it's a back and forth between you guys. And I would see certain things on Twitter that you would say that I don't think you meant to be horrible. I really don't think you were trying to be attacking.
Right.
But I understand the back and forth between you guys.
Right.
So you're asking how do I feel about it? There's things that both of you have said
Can we
that
go
I
back to
really
Mike's
wish
thing?
you had not said, and there's also things that you guys have not said that I'm fucking happy you haven't.
My little soul Twitter things doesn't even compare to the stuff he's been saying and doing on his end. And I will say this for the record, it had nothing to do with Anthony.
I know.
It was us fighting for our fucking lives because they weren't. It wasn't even a guarantee they were going to re-sign us in October. We were finishing out the end of our fucking contract. We were fighting to keep this show alive, and we're doing something working very, very well.
I'm answering your question. You're
Okay,
saying,
right.
how does it make me feel when that happens? I don't want to see it happen. I don't want to be taking shots at you.
It's 1991, holy
That I
crap.
want you to be saying that stuff for whatever reason because I know how that's right. Because I know how I hear it, and I'm sitting right with you, and I know what your intention is. You really weren't. I know you weren't taking a shot at me. And I knew at the moment you were.
Well, you probably should have brought it up on the show when we were,
Who, me?
why not? And say, wow, what you tweeted was a little strange considering where we're at. Why not? We're doing it right now. Well, seriously, or call
Because I
me.
did. Because first of all, you always have a reason like, well, this is why it wasn't that bad. And I
I just
did
wanted
talk to
something
you about
better.
it. I did
honestly
say that to
don't
you
know.
about the whole thing about not going on his show. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't know what to say to the guy. And to be honest with you, dude, like when you're saying something like that, like, that tweet you sent out, I knew you would have just said no, but I meant this because I did know what you meant. And we have talked about it, like,
You probably should have called me and said, but you'd understand why people are spinning this, maybe.
Is that guy
Well, how do
cheating,
you
dude?
not
Because
understand? You're
I
not
don't know.
dumb.
Oh no, I get it. I did see that at that point. Like, oh fuck, and maybe I should have said something on the air, maybe. But I'm telling you, it wasn't my intention.
And at that point, to allow the personal stuff, the professional stuff, look, I mean, people don't know behind the scenes. They think that I know you went to bat for the guy. I really do. Like, I know that you called them.
Dude, they were fucking mad at Anthony for years around here, and I went to bat for
I
him
understand all that.
in my dumb little ways. But by the end of it, we had nothing else to offer. We were done as a radio show, and the chemistry was completely gone. And so for people to say after 20 years I threw him under the bus is completely ridiculous. He got himself fired. Period.
When you say to me, how do I feel him taking shots? And I said you should have went on the show. Because on a professional level, even if you guys had no personal relationship left, the support for the guy, you're the guy with the gig. I'm the guy with the gig. Like I know we didn't get ourselves far, I get it, but we got the gig. So
Right.
the man out should have gotten the support from this show, not just in casual asides or mentions, but legitimate support. So you're saying why is all the hate directed at you? First of all, I get enough of it. Believe me, they don't fucking like me either.
Not really.
They really don't.
Not really.
Justin, hold on. There's two grown-ups.
I do
stuff.
not like
I know
this
you're
class.
trying to help, but we're discussing something. We're not yelling at each other. I'm not telling the guy to kill himself. We're discussing. They do not like
You know
what
what?
I'm doing.
You know I manipulates a lot of listeners to fucking hate me, right? You know that part of this too.
What the fuck?
Which is amazing to me because we started out as brothers. We did 20 years together.
Dude, I wanted to
It
make-
didn't even that shitty. We had nothing. We had no chemistry, and we were done offering anything because when he talked, I wasn't listening to him anymore. When I talked, he wasn't listening to me anymore. And it was time to end the fucking thing. And then when he started his show, I honestly have no idea how I would have done the show, knowing where we were at before he even got fired.
First of all, I don't know that he's manipulating people.
I mean, you tell me I need to be a little more self-aware. If you just open your eyes, it's obvious.
My eyes are wide open. I'm fairly self-aware, not 100%.
Why is it that everyone that's around Anthony has to
Wow,
hate
my
me?
first goddamn
Figure
kill.
that one out on your
Wow.
own? And people that I've never met in my life have no fucking relationship with. They all have to fucking hate me to be part of Anthony's thing. That's really strange to me. That's really strange. I would understand if it was someone that I have bad blood with and had a relationship, but I'm talking about guys I've never met.
So who hates you that has never met you?
Yeah, Gavin's one of them. He obsessively fucking attacks me. I've never met the fucking guy.
Does he attack you on a personal level or professional level?
On a professional
Well,
level.
then it's nothing to do with knowing you.
He's reciting the bullshit that is out there that Anthony said on his own fucking show.
But if people
I've never met the fucking guy. Why is he obsessively hating him? Why?
I don't know.
But I'm asking you.
But I'm
legitimately. That's ridiculous.
Maybe he doesn't like you. In all honesty,
I've never met the fucking guy.
In all honesty, I have met him and we've never discussed that. Like literally, I don't know. I've had my own weird run.
I don't see why I didn't get that
We
kill.
talked it out.
Tina
I
was
called him. We talked for an hour. We argued on the phone.
How the hell did I
That was
rank
my
up?
first introduction to Gavin.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe you should have addressed it. I can't speak to why Gavin doesn't like you. I don't know.
And I don't care that he doesn't like me, but it's weird when someone you've never met.
But why, to me, to say that Ant manipulated that,
I
or
do not see.
that to me is a little unfair. Like that's.
I mean,
Come on.
There's way more than that. It's obviously manipulates the audience. And you have to hate me to listen to fucking on me. So where does that come from?
Everybody, is it?
There's a group of that hates me. You get more of it, and I've said you
I
get
think
a
more
lot more
people.
of it.
I think more
I
people
get a lot of
hate
it.
me.
A lot of them
More
hate you
people
too.
hate me.
Well, they fucking hate your laugh.
They do. No, they don't like us, too. They really do find us. And that's why I think a lot of them are full of shit. Because no matter who comes on the show, no matter who does well on this show, they start to hate. They started hating Dan Soder. They fuck Dan. But then when he does Big J show, they like it. So it's like a lot of times anyone who comes on this show, they start to hate. So you think I don't know that bullshit? But that's not him making that happen, dude. And you think they don't hate me because you get more of it? They hate my fucking guts.
They hate everybody. Wait till the property
They
breaks
hate my
come. They're
fucking
gonna really
stand up.
be done.
They hate my fucking guts.
Scheduled.
They hate my guts. You don't think they do because
I don't understand
you look
this
for stuff
game,
about
bro.
you just like Jimmy Horton looks for stuff about himself. I look for stuff about me.
I don't really look for stuff though.
But it pops up.
It pops up. You're right.
That's
But I'm
what I'm saying.
not looking at any of that
I
shit.
mean, maybe when
in general.
Gavin's
I'm not having
being
any
like
fun
weird
playing
with
this
you,
game.
like he just
I'm
feels
not having
loyalty
any
to
kind of
his
fun
boss,
playing
you know, and it's just
Yeah, but
like.
it doesn't.
You
Like
started
that's
before.
stupid. It doesn't have to
I
be
know
that.
it's
That's my whole
so
point. It doesn't have to be
stupid,
that
but
way.
that's how it is with like
We
you know.
started the show as fucking brothers, and after 20 years, we were in a shitty place. Yes, but why? But why not just move the fuck on?
Yeah.
Why not? When people bring up Anthony in the show in general, you know, maybe sometimes I grit my teeth, but I go, I wish him nothing but the best.
I don't know
And
what the fuck
encourage
was going on in
people
that
to
game.
fucking
I don't
You're
get
not
this
the one
game.
in
This game doesn't
Times
make
Square who
any
was
sense.
punching
I don't
him.
know
And
what
I don't
the
encourage
fuck.
you.
Joey, why are they blaming you,
Sorry
you know?
ass gun.
I don't know. I didn't get him fired.
Right.
You know, he hasn't taken responsibility for
What
any of that
were you
shit. He blames
You got a
everybody
spawn
and
kill,
everything.
man.
What were you supposed to
He
do?
knows
Not
That
have
was a
the
spawn
show,
kill,
you know?
man.
And he knows that management.
He
was
got
having
a
some real
spawn
fucking issues
kill.
with him. He knows all that.
Holy crap, man.
Our agent was being called and all that crap. So it
Like I said, I'm not having
shouldn't
fun
have been
playing
a
this
surprise
game.
to
I know
him.
it's a beta, but 7 to 22.
They don't like all the racist fucking
My
talk day in
goodness,
and
man.
day out. They didn't like a lot of the, you know, that he was taking a lot of fucking sick days. That had nothing to do with me.
It's the
Nothing.
first time I'm
So
just
when
watching
he got
everything
fired,
come
he
out of
should
my
have been
mouth.
surprised.
I'd rather
They
be playing
were
Cold
having
War.
discussions with him and our agent for a while about stuff. So then to turn around and blame me. it's
I don't
fucking
see how I
ridiculous.
ranked up, man. I
Take
went like, I died
responsibility,
22
you know?
times.
You were in a weird fucking place.
And got 7
But
kills,
then
whatever,
you're
whatever.
saying
What was the
something
last? I don't know.
They don't hate me. They just hate
Why does
me.
it rank
It's
me
like,
up? Why don't?
Are you crazy?
I didn't even get any
It's your
elimination
fucking-
kills.
You get more of it. You do.
About 5?
But I get
What was it?
a lot
7?
of fucking hatred
This game
from
doesn't
these
make any
people
fucking sense, dude.
who feel I'm a disloyal cunt.
I don't
I'm
see
a
how I
fucking piece
ranked
of
up.
shit for
I don't
being
see
here.
how I ranked up. I didn't
You
do
think
shit
I don't
for
get that?
ranking.
Like, you
I didn't
don't read
do
my fucking
anything.
emails or the tweets I get. Come on, man. Again, you get more of
Nothing.
it.
Well, a lot of people
I
feel
didn't
like,
do anything.
you know, the obvious
But it's gonna
shit was you and Anthony, so
give me
why
the
aren't you doing
blue
that?
ribbon for participation.
I mean, well, first of all, because you guys absolutely
I can't
still
stand
had the
crap like
chemistry.
this,
When me
man.
and Anthony were
If I don't
extremely
earn it, don't
popular
give it
because
to
we
me,
had
man.
amazing fucking chemistry, and then when you came
I
in,
know it's a beta,
we
but
all
still,
had
man.
amazing chemistry. By the end of the
7
Oprah
to
Anthony show,
22,
me and
man.
Anthony's chemistry was shit.
I'm telling
But
you, games
guys
like this
still
piss
had
me off.
really
bro.
good chemistry, and that is out there. A lot of people wonder why.
If I'm like at the bottom, don't reward me, man.
It's
I
a-
hate
it's a
this
real
fucking
question.
life.
I understand that. I
And
understand
then
that.
I hear you come in here
You
and
don't have that
know,
many to
it's,
pick
you
from.
know, my mood and this and that. I wouldn't do that.
You would do what?
I wouldn't come into a shitty situation day in and day
I
out.
don't think it's your situation day in and day out.
Same
First of all,
fucking
yes, you
map
would, because you did
again.
for a long time. So don't say you would.
Well, that, yeah.
Come on.
Hold on. I will adjust. I felt trapped, yes. I felt trapped and didn't know what the fuck to do. I started thinking the obvious thing, because there is a fan base to consider too, that if we would have split the show at the end of that contract, it would have been beautiful for everybody. And I think the company would have went for it, and I say it again, I never officially had a discussion like that with anybody, but in my own dumb head, I was thinking maybe that's the way to go. And then maybe we do a little radio together. Maybe if we only saw each other once in a while, that would be better. And maybe we could handle that. So I was
I
thinking
don't see how
that.
I got promoted, dude.
But in general, I feel like I come in here in a good mood, and I feel like, you know, we're doing good radio.
And
The last couple weeks have been a little strange.
But I
don't know.
didn't
I don't
feel
know
it was
why.
strange.
I don't know what we. Like you said it. I don't look at you, and you don't look at me. So
Do you
isn't that
understand?
strange?
Half the times I come in the morning, I'll say, hey everybody, and you either don't say anything, and maybe it's your hearing, but literally you don't say anything. I'm telling you, just my experience walking in the morning.
Right.
I walk in, and you probably, I don't know if you resent that I'm not here earlier, but that's not the way I perform.
No.
And I'm okay, fine.
No.
But I walk in, and I'll say good morning, or I'll go, hey, what's up, or you know, good morning, ladies, or whatever dumb shit I say, and half half the times you do not respond.
I feel the same way to you when you come in general. Like it's just
I got a spunk
really
killer.
weird and awkward.
But why I say hello every morning when I walk in? You're always here before me.
Right. I don't know. It just always seems just like not.
Not genuine. I say hello when I walk in.
No, it just feels very like almost not like almost forced. Almost
Okay,
like
so
here we are again. Hi, what's up? You know. And I feel like I do say hello back more than 50%. But if you're saying
The fact is, if you just said that, like, the guy walks in that you're working with every day and says hello, you think that I have a motive for saying hello that feels forced and awkward.
I
Instead
think
of,
people just have different greeting styles.
but I mean, I'm being honest about the way I feel when I walk in. I'm literally just saying good morning, hello, everybody, because you guys are all usually in mid-discussion about something, and
Yeah.
you're acknowledging. I do acknowledge
I don't
you
know what the
a
hell's
little more
going
than
on.
50% of the time. So don't. It's like, how do you not think that's odd?
But I don't do that to everybody else for some reason. That's where me and
Because
you
you
are
guys have
at.
so
Okay,
much
but then
time
what
to
is it
say
from
hello
your
on
end?
the air.
I don't feel comfortable around you. I don't feel like
But why?
you give a fuck about me.
Then why don't, again, when I called you 2 weeks ago and I go, all right, text you, I'm like, is everything cool? And you're like, yeah,
Yeah,
everything's cool.
and it was, and we discussed it. And then the last I don't know, last 4 weeks have been weird again.
And
So
yeah,
I don't know why.
Well, maybe this one's on you, dude. Maybe, hold on, maybe you feel it. You just said, I feel like I don't give a fuck about it.
But it can't always be on me. You know,
You just
are you
said-
trying to tell me you don't come in here with your own fucking moods?
Most of my moods have, every time I walk in here in the morning, if I have a mood,
It's
it has-
obvious to everyone. And I know you're gonna say, well, fuck, it's obvious to everyone.
3 years to
But
load my
That's
fucking
way-
weapon.
it's extremely
3
obvious
fucking
when you're
years to
in the
reload
I
my
can't think
weapon.
of the last time I walked in
Holy
here in a lousy mood about something with the radio show. Anything that lousy in the mood is because I'm fucking dealing with contractors, or I almost lost a 10% deposit on something, and
But I don't know that or
You
anyone
thinking I'm
else
playing
does.
Black
Of course
Ops
you know that.
3?
I did. Of course, I talked to you about it. Of course you did.
No, there are times, yes, because when push comes to shove, we will tell each other. Because I got into the habit of finally telling you because I know my emotions are on my face. I go, look, we're in a weird place. This happened last night, or whatever. So I started, telling you that type of thing.
But you just do. But you just said when I walked in.
I don't agree that
Spawn killed.
I feel like I say hi to you almost every morning. I really do.
I know you
I
do.
really
but I'm
do.
telling you, as the person who experiences the lack of hello from you,
Spawn killed again.
that you don't. And I know it's just an odd feeling.
Right.
And then you're saying, well, when you walk in, I feel like it's this forced. Like, what are you talking?
Maybe your hello's like at a 2, we need to raise it to like an 8.
But or make it a 2.
Nice.
You know
I
what
don't
I
think it's a 0.
I'll just be like, hi.
But
Well, I don't.
do you,
I feel
well,
like-
it'll be lovely once in a while. But
Wait, but what about your goodbye?
Well, you just said
Who
it.
cares about the greeting?
here's what the problem is. You don't think I give a fuck about you. That's what
Did I
it
kill
comes
him?
down to. And a big part of it is because I do go on Ant's show and I am comfortable with him and I do have chemistry about him.
Way more comfortable with them.
And you see that because he and I were. I'll tell you what it is, and this is where everything has got. You would see me and Ant, and having the way we do comedy or the way we perform. We're reaction performers. That's how we perform.
Right.
And then you're a guy who I know people say you steer this ship and you don't do it, but we understood the necessity. We are the ones who understood the necessity of fucking and defended that when people would attack you.
Right.
And you would get uncomfortable sometimes watching he and I because you felt like you were watching two guys do something and you didn't feel like you were a part of it and you resented it and you didn't understand. Even if you're the guy in the room, you didn't understand how you were a part of it.
That was. I didn't resent it. And I realized, oh boy, here we go. This show is ending, as I know.
I'm under the goddamn table.
The chemistry was gone. You guys performed for each other, and that's how the
But it
show
wasn't
was.
just each other. It was. It was. I'm telling you, I like to get a laugh from everybody in the room.
I was laughing and stuff, but like I said, it was more me and Anthony. Our chemistry was fucking done.
But you're saying, you're saying why?
There might be a little resentment there, but it was also more like, oh wow, okay, this has run its course, and it was becoming more and more obvious. And then and then he just so happened to get fired. But that show was coming to an end no matter
But
what.
it wasn't. To me, it wasn't obvious. Like, it wasn't obvious. Us being funny together because we perform a certain way as performers.
Right.
As like Voss was a reactionary performer.
Right.
That's what he does. He's a fucking
Well, I didn't get the
reactionary.
kill. I don't know why I
Anthony's
didn't
a
get the fucking
reactionary
kill.
performer.
I don't know why I didn't get
He's
the
a
fucking
fucking
kill.
guy
Seriously, I
who
don't know
is
why I
a
didn't get the fucking kill.
He's funnier and I'm funnier in situations where there's a bunch of people in the room.
Right.
He's not as funny saying, okay, I'm going to begin and end the show myself. I am not as funny like that, and I know that, dude. I know I'm not as funny going, hi everybody, it's Jim Norton, and here's my take. I'm the fucking guy who when the teacher turns around, I fucking throw something. That's what makes me funny. That's what makes him funny. It's a different type of humor. But I'm telling you, you would see us being funny like that.
But it's not a resentment thing, maybe slightly, but it's
Okay,
more
well,
that
maybe
the
slightly.
show was fucking changing.
But how is it changing if we were getting laughs and being funny? Like me, you see that as a reaction against you, but it wasn't.
No, but it was obvious then at that point you two probably should have moved on and continued doing a radio show together. But we all didn't know how to end that fucking thing.
Because
we all didn't know how to end that fucking thing. I was not a part of that show the last couple
you
of
see,
years.
and in that what you just said.
But that's the truth. But that's how I see it. I've been doing this since I was 18.
It's how you see it. You allowed criticism and fucking hatred from these people
Right.
to influence the way you saw yourself on the air.
Yeah.
No, you did because for you to resent that and not just be a part of it and enjoy it.
I enjoyed some days, but it was a different show. The show, honestly, and I joked about it to people, but the show absolutely passed me by in the end. There, I was not a part of that show anymore in a way I knew I wanted to be. I know how to do this fucking radio thing. That
What the
version
fuck,
is-
man?
and I was
3
watching
fucking
it
years to
online.
reload this fucking
Honestly,
weapon?
YouTube
Holy
probably-
shit, dude.
If we made it to the end of the contract and it didn't get fired, what probably should have happened, you two should have moved on and done a show,
God
here.
damn,
and I
dude.
probably should have just started a new show, in another day part. Because I wasn't going to get it back and I wasn't going to force myself and go, hey guys, I'm still here. How do I work myself back into this? The thing changed in a way which was okay. It was still popular. It was still getting laughs, trust me. But I was done as far as that version of the show goes. It was obvious to so many people.
But you
And
see
this
what
new version of the show I enjoy doing, and this version is working.
you say it was obvious to so many people. It was like
Was it like the NEW days where it was more of a triangle of a show? Of course it was obvious.
because so much stuff had happened. Because the thing, neither one of you guys had so much personal stuff that had happened, and it built up on both sides, and that affected it. That affected
Sure.
it. But you would look at me and him joking because we didn't have that necessarily the history that you guys had.
Right.
And you would look at it, and I know because I would watch you sometimes, and it was almost like you felt like you weren't a part of it, and you didn't understand. It's like, how is he not realizing?
Completely understood. That's what I'm trying to say. But I felt trapped. Like it's obvious I need to move on and do something new and different because this show and these guys are doing well. The show is successful. They're getting huge laughs. But I absolutely felt trapped. I'm like, this is not my show anymore. This is not what I developed. By the way, and I should get at least that fucking credit. I developed this whole fucking thing back in 1994.
I've done nothing but give you credit for that. I've never not credited you.
It's hard. It's hard for you to give me credit for things.
It's hard because
Hold
the
on,
fans.
what are you talking about?
In general, it really is.
Hard for me to give you credit for things. What do you mean?
It's hard, and then to beg for it, you sound like a fucking.
I don't know what you're
You sound
talking
like a fucking.
Oh, I
lunatic.
don't know what you're talking about.
You sound like a lunatic. The day I spilled my guts about the shit Ant did, and poured my soul out and actually cried, which was beyond embarrassing, which Ant thinks was fake, by the way, which is another
No, it's
thing.
fake.
I don't know what the
Of
fuck.
course it was, and he fucking
So
knows
what?
that too.
Is the
I'm
game
trying to
over?
hear what cares.
But you could barely muster up any support for me that day or stick up for me.
Because I was.
Go listen to the tape. You're barely in it.
I'll tell you why.
You're barely in it.
Because that was
Because you wanted to
between
stick out of the.
you and him, and that. I'll tell
Fair
you.
enough. Fair enough.
I can
but-
only give you my opinion because I was sitting here watching you and him air it out. I felt like I said a couple of things, but I'm like, I'm not going to fight for Anthony here because he's not here to do it, and it's not my place to do it. It's you and him on this one. You didn't need me to support you through this. You even had me there to support
It
you.
was disappointing considering that we do a radio show together. I wasn't looking for a fuck him type of speech, but it was like you were very quiet actually.
Yes, I was purposefully quiet.
Extremely quiet.
Listening to you and he air your differences. You know why?
I
Because
wasn't asking for a motherfucker.
Did we win?
I was like,
Holy
wow,
crap.
Can you say something here? He knows a lot of the shit that went on. Maybe he can back up some of
I
it.
think the game was gracious. I don't
I
know.
do know a lot of the shit that went on. I know not all of it, but I know a good amount of it. Now I'm wrong because I was quiet.
The spawns
Like,
suck.
what did you want me
I
to
agree
do
with them
that?
100%.
That
The
was
spawns
between
do
you and
suck.
Like I can't sit there.
But
I wasn't on his
I don't know if
show
I
going,
had
"Dude,
fun
I'm
playing
sorry,
that
you got
match,
fired, and I
that
feel bad
round.
about it." And that comment
It's all
here.
good, though.
I wasn't on his show with the day
It's
he
all
said
good.
that stuff. I happened to be here in the room with you. Like, what did you want me to say?
Anything would have been nice. Jimmy, to be honest with you, because we do a radio show together, and me and you have a history as well, so you sit there and go, wow, the guy really isn't going to say
He was
anything.
okay.
Like I said, there's a difference between motherfucking a guy and at least
I don't like this
sticking up for some of the points I made. Some of them.
You and him airing your differences was what people wanted to hear. Not codependent Jimmy jumping in, trying to make everyone feel better. It was you and airing your differences, dude. The fact that I didn't say enough would have been unfair for me to try to do it, I know, and it would have sounded like we were ganging up on Anthony. I wasn't going to do that because it wasn't my place to
Am
do
I
it.
going to be anxious
To buy this game,
I know.
probably not. I'm probably gonna wait till the price drops. I'll probably end up buying it.
Barely.
Yeah, and it was
The spawns do suck though. I'm not gonna lie to you. The last game I got spawn killed like 5 times.
And I've said it to you off
You
air
could
as
just
well,
see
that
it
you've-
by
it's a
watching the
strange
kill
position
count.
for you to be in because you're kind of in the middle. You know,
I haven't
and
had
was
any
like, fuck, the guy
hit
can't
marker
say
issues
anything
yet,
here. This-
but
I'm
who knows,
here every
man.
day. Like, do you understand? Like,
Am I gonna be quick to the feet to go get this game? Probably not. I'll probably wait till the price drops down.
every day.
I'll wait
I don't
6
need
months
anything from you,
or
Jimmy, to be honest with
whenever
you,
the
not
price drops
anymore.
down.
You know, we
I'll
had a
get
good
it.
relationship
Oh,
and
get it
stuff,
from
and I don't
GameStop,
hate you, and I
used.
don't think we have a shitty relationship.
Or from a
It's
pawn
our
shop. That's the only
relationship
way I'm gonna
changed in
buy
that
it.
day. I'm
Either a
still
pawn
my guts
shop
out,
or
and the guy that I'm
GameStop.
continuing with, I'm gonna
Pre-owned.
say nothing.
Because the
That's
guy
the only way I'm gonna buy it.
relationship you're talking
I'm
about.
not gonna buy it brand new.
I was just giving
No
more facts about some of
microtransactions.
the shit he was saying.
Do you know how many
I
times
learned my
had
lesson.
to go on the road and do
In
the
cold.
apology tour for you or for Ant? Like, all I've done is defend you guys. My whole and again, this show changed my life. I've done nothing but give credit to the radio show.
That is 100%
I've
right.
done, hold on,
That's 100% right.
I've done
That's not
nothing.
the point I'm making.
So you said I don't like giving you credit, which is a lie. It's not true. It's not true.
It's few and far between, which is fine, because I'm not begging for that thing, but it does eat away at you a little bit. I'm talking about the day when I was spilling my guts out, and you sat there and barely said a fucking word, and knowing everyone was like just trying to destroy me because of the shitty stuff he was saying on his show.
So
Money
you
gets
deep
phony
down
before.
have resented that this whole time, and in my mind, in that moment, you see what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm doing the right thing by shutting my fucking mouth and allowing that to happen.
Yeah, resent is right, and you resent some of the things I did. That's just how it is.
I know we're talking about this particular thing.
Sure.
You literally have resented that this whole time. I was consciously keeping my mouth shut.
I moved on from it, but
I don't
we
know
brought
what
it
the hell
back up
I'm doing
today. I was able to work it out in my head. I'm like, fuck, I guess, because, he's obviously in the middle and it's a shitty situation to be in. But yeah, I was frustrated. I'm like, God, why couldn't you, come to my defense a little bit here?
I didn't think you needed to be defended. You were talking about stuff that Anthony had said. He had talked about you.
No, when you did speak up, you were saying stuff like, well, you need to take more responsibility in this.
Yes.
And I'm sitting there like, holy
Okay, I
fuck,
can't
what about
melee
his
somebody,
responsibility in
okay.
this? Why don't we ever talk about his
I
responsibility?
can't melee somebody when they
in
walk
this?
right next to me.
About his
Yeah, I got
responsibility in this. I had to hold with him, and I've said on the air. I said he did not phrase those tweets right. I absolutely said that.
Okay.
I have absolutely said that.
But he has a major resentment for me because he got fired. It's ridiculous. Had nothing to do with his firing.
I know.
And if I had any type of chemistry left or any type of relationship left,
What?
I would have went to bat for
Think
him.
there should have
big
been a
time,
kill?
and we did
I
go
don't
to
think
bat
so.
for
I
him.
didn't get the
But it was a whatever effort. But I would have been all in.
When you get hit by somebody like that,
But I had nowhere to
you should be
fucking
flinching.
go
You
after
shouldn't
it got
have a
fired.
direct
I know we were done. I know our chemistry was done. I know that version of the show was done.
Asshole.
So my only option was to stay the fuck here because I do like doing this in the end. Period.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what
I
we're doing here,
understand,
bro.
but
For some reason, these idiots still don't understand.
Again,
it.
I'm
Or they
not
want-
these idiots,
or
dude.
they don't want to, acknowledge any of this.
Why to them, like he's the underdog, like he's the one who got fired, so it's easy to hate on you.
That is exactly what I do. I mean,
But
that's.
he knows what is the truth.
But you're lumping me in with them.
No, I'm lumping in on the day when a lot of this stuff was coming out, and you barely.
I love the shotgun,
any
though.
of my points or said anything.
It's hard because you guys are like a married couple and Jimmy's like your kid, so it's hard to bring your kid and say, hey, mommy and daddy's having a fight, what do you think? It's hard to put him in the middle.
I've never put him in the middle. Say it right now, because I need to hear that. You know I never put you in the middle.
I don't need to, I've said that from
Whoa,
the beginning. But I
dude.
never felt like I was. I said before, I never felt like I was in the middle. I'm a grown to go, hey, I'm going to Ope show, or hey, Ope, I'm gonna do. I don't grovel like that. You guys know my feelings and I'm here every day.
Right.
And the reason you
I
still
have
don't
no
seem to
idea
know,
what the hell's going on.
when you're the outed guy, I mean, when you're the guy doesn't have the gig, it's a different dynamic.
Yes.
And I absolutely would have said whose responsibility I thought was what. If we were all in a room together and fucking talking on the radio, I would gladly say that, but I have not spoken to you guys in a room together in a year and a half.
Right. And it's not
I have no
happening.
idea.
I'm not saying it's happening.
Are we supposed to pick something up?
And he did say right away that if I got fired, he would continue. Period.
Yes.
Because that's where we were at with our relationship.
I was supposed to protect
I
that guy.
understand that. It's just like you guys would have continued if I got fired from K-Rock. I know you stuck up for me, and I've said that. But they were gonna fire me at K-Rock, and the show would have been done. And I'm saying this more to the fans who were saying like, Jim, you should.
I love the shotgun.
I sat down with you, son of a
You know,
I said how ridiculous that was.
they wanted me out.
He wasn't officially.
I love the fucking shotgun, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I love the shotgun, dude.
Yeah, I know it was.
Just like I know, I went to bat like I did a million fucking times for a lot of fucking people around here. I got my fucking faults, but I also got shit I've fucking done for people.
Yeah, I know.
It's ridiculous.
But you don't hear when people stick up for you. Like you grab this resentful point, and you don't hear like when that whole fucking first cake stop thing happened, and my entire West Coast fucking trip is and again, I know you would have defended me. My entire West Coast promotion trip is defending that this is not this most recent bullshit one with these fucking assholes. Like first of all, for anyone,
Assholes, it's the fucking fans.
I know.
The quote, the
Part
supposed
of it
fans. No, it's trust me.
Part of it is the fan. Part of it are fans from other
See,
shows
stop
that
it,
hated
Phil.
you guys that hated the show.
Oh no, there's some of that, but that is being pushed forward by some old school O&A fans that maybe they'd never liked me. I don't know. I'd have to say
Maybe.
I have no idea, but it's absolutely those
And
fans.
by the way,
you know that too.
And I'll tell you something. I know I don't know that as well as you think I do.
God, you do know that it's they pushed the agenda. They said they were going to try to
I know it's part of that.
October me and all that
But
crap.
it's a lot. I think it's a lot of other people as well.
Oh yeah, they jumped on board.
You know? And I jumped on.
But they were the ones that started the fucking.
And you know one reason it's hard to defend you sometimes?
I can't
Because you
jump
bring
across
this
it.
stuff up on the arrow. Like if you had you didn't mention Gavin. You didn't mention
I don't want to give him the fucking time of the day. I hate that we brought it up today.
But
it's a
you
weird.
brought it up, and then you said I don't defend you. You don't bring this stuff up
Well,
ever.
you know the guy was taking all sorts of shots at me, and I was like, why is this guy doing this? I never met the fucking guy.
But what would
and if he was a fan of the show or listened to it, maybe he was listening near the end when, everything was not right anymore as far as chemistry goes.
No, with the fan stuff, all stuff, like you never mention the stuff on the air. Like you literally, it will happen. You won't bring it up, and then you're sitting here telling me I haven't said enough to defend you, and it's just.
I'm talking about the famous day where
And I'm talking
I
about-
spilled my fucking guts out. You'd think someone would be like, wow,
First of all,
I need to be. And I'm going, what?
I'm just mad. I'm getting mad at the fact that I've spilled my guts a million times on
That
this
was a
show.
day I think you really should have. To be honest with you.
What?
It was pretty heavy shit.
And I've said what I had to say about it. I mean, and I've talked about it. I've been very open about it. In every interview I have done, they have asked me about this. Every interview I've done, I've had to go through the entire explanation about Opie and Anthony and the relationship. How many times I know you don't listen to my interviews or podcasts. I don't expect you to. But you don't hear the fucking things I've had to say.
Wow.
Don't
That's the
defend
best game
the
I've
show
had
or
all
defend
fucking
our
day.
position Or defend
I
myself.
didn't understand that game. I didn't understand that game at all. It's like capture the flag. I don't know what the hell.
Nice things that he said about you, and it'll make you cry probably.
No, but
the nice things that he said
Kill
about you.
order.
Rarely cry.
Huh?
You know?
But the fact that
HBT
you're looking
enemies
at that resentful
destroyed.
instead of looking at like, dude, this was a me and meeting you and Ant thing, and like, what
So
did
it's like
you want
tag
me
your
to
wrist,
do
I
in
guess. Is that what we're
moment?
playing?
Like, you
I don't
understand
know.
that me.
Probably the answer would be anything. Like you purposely made sure you were very.
I just
quiet.
rather play old
Because you were
traditional
talking
two-guys
openly and
match.
honestly,
No,
it was
that's
nice to
my
hear.
bread.
And I felt like maybe you're thinking, well,
That's
if I
my
say
bread
the
and
wrong
butter.
thing, I don't know how this is gonna be fun for me. I'm being serious. I really was thinking, like, why wouldn't he say anything?
I'll tell you why. Because we're having an extraordinarily open and honest exchange.
It was 15 years of knowing you. I'm like, can the guy say anything today? This would be nice.
You were having an open,
I just,
vulnerable
I don't know,
moment
man.
about
I'm just
something
not having.
that you had
I'm
not
not
talked
having.
about
I don't know,
publicly.
man.
Right.
There was nothing for me to say. There was a couple of
I
the things
can't
that
say
I
I'm
watched
having
over
fun.
the
I don't
years.
know.
I told you the girlfriend thing, like with back, like you didn't seem to see how the resentment that could build up because of that. But I wasn't gonna jump in and fucking say all this stuff. That was between you and him.
How about the girlfriend thing? Then every girlfriend you had after that hated me and my wife, and I never,
I really don't care.
I never had a
I don't
relationship with any of
care.
those fucking
We're
girlfriends
scared
after
for
that.
know, dude. I don't know anything.
And the first one, Melinda, I did try to make good with that, and we tried to work some shit out, and obviously we did it. But then moving forward, every girlfriend he got openly would hate me on.
I don't like crossplay.
Like, I haven't even really.
I always think a person with a mouse is better.
And then we're doing the radio show
than a
together
person
every day.
with
This
a
is
controller.
complete madness. I know.
That's traditional
I should have stepped the
controller.
fucking away a long time
So I don't
ago.
think it's
I'm not
fair.
talking I would beat these girls and go.
That's
why
why I
the
play
fuck
Cold
do you
where I
hate me?
shot
haven't even
crossplay
met you
all.
yet.
But that's not what I'm talking about.
And if he had a problem with that, he should have discussed it with me.
You're saying you wanted me to speak up that day, and I'm saying is there was an open.
That was the only thing you said. You were defending. You were defending
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Because
who
he
are we
wasn't
playing now?
here, and I was raising a point as
We're
someone
playing
who's been
domination
in the
those
studio
days.
for 15 years and seen a lot of what goes on,
Right.
and he wasn't here. And again, being the guy who got fired.
But I wasn't asking
Oh, I
for
hope they kick me out.
I know that. You didn't need me to.
Like I said, yeah, I kind of needed you.
No, you didn't. I did it fine.
No, I didn't.
Open and honest, and you didn't need me to.
Jimmy, if you need to know, because we've been friends for a long time, I kind of needed you that
Oh,
day.
it sucks.
And I was bummed that you weren't there for me.
Oh my God.
And I did get over it. But
Why would you
we're
talk?
talking honestly.
No, I know that, but I'm shocked.
They're all
you feel that.
assassin
Why would
classes.
absolutely?
I needed you that day.
I was here. Like, period. You needed me. Like, what did you need me to do? You were having an open and honest talk.
You made fun of the fact I said period there.
No, you defined.
Just wondering. Just asking.
What?
Capture?
Joke.
You just say I needed you.
No, that's not a joke. I did need you that day.
But like, what did you want me to do? I was right here.
Honestly, you weren't here. You were here physically.
Okay.
No, I'm not really, Jimmy. I'm
Yeah, no,
not letting
really.
that point go.
I have a point there.
I have a major
Like,
point.
because you broke down and tried. So what, dude? I've done that on the air before. No deal. You were sad. It was great.
No, that part's okay, but I'm sitting there talking. I'm like hoping that you would add to the conversation or say something, and you barely said anything that day. And yeah, I needed you that day.
Because it
And
was
that's
between-
Damn, man.
You wanted open discussion.
I do.
I needed you that day.
So what?
As a friend, like, wow, we're going through shit together because we continued the show, and everyone didn't know the shit that was happening behind the scenes. So right away they're like, wow, they're fucking scumbags for moving on without him. And then sorry, I'm losing my fucking thought.
Saying you needed me then.
And yeah, because we were going through a lot, but continuing without
I have
him.
no idea what's
And you
going
also
on
knew
here.
all the shit that was happening to me and Ed. And I'm like, can't you say anything?
boy.
And when the mics went off, and I told you that, don't tell me I didn't say anything to you. I told you that was fucking great
Spawn.
that you did that. I remember talking to you
When the
about
mics
that.
are off. Wonderful. How about when the mics are on? It's not a bad thing to say when the mics are on.
Because you didn't need it. It was an open
I
thing between you and
needed it.
Anthony.
It's embarrassing to say, but I needed you that day, Jimmy.
I
That was
didn't
fun.
look at that as me not being there for you. You and your old radio partner having this discussion, which I felt you guys should have had on the air, and I said that from the beginning. And when I said that to you, like with the groundswell of
That was
support,
it.
why was
All
you
that
being
for
held
that?
on the air?
Why? Why? We barely clicked off the air, and we should have went.
I'll be honest with
We
you.
should have went. That was a wonderful
Oh,
20
I got
years
it.
in general. Yeah, we didn't get along, but we accomplished a lot of shit. So what? Now we're gonna go into this world of fucking hating each other. I really did find that ridiculous. I'm like, why would we do that?
I'll tell you what.
And I know we
Why did I
aired
do
a lot of shit over the years, but that one was a heavy fucking thing that we should have done off air.
Maybe
And I did offer to hold on, because there was a time I was going to try to get on his show early, because I understand what you said earlier about the support and stuff, and he knows this is true. I reached out to him. I said, I don't feel comfortable being on the show because we're in a weird fucking place. So I don't know the exact words I said, and I would text him and say, before we do that, maybe we could get a beer or dinner. He laughed that off like it was the most ridiculous thing I've ever said. I'm like, it's not happening. I'm not going on there cold after all these years. And
Oh,
have some
come
shitty
on. That should have been
hour and a half, 2-hour
elimination.
conversation where we motherfuck each other. I thought after all these years, a beer or dinner to really talk about shit, and then maybe I could go on the show, and then maybe we could talk about some of that stuff that did happen. That was the way I thought it should be done. And he laughed it off like that was the dumbest, stupidest idea.
Because you and then you say something like to have an honest and open talk, and then you're telling me this whole time, I literally had zero idea that you expected me to do something. Hold on, I'm telling you, that day, you didn't think I did what I should should have done?
I don't know what you should have done. I just wanted something. I don't know exactly what I was looking for.
Well, then maybe you should realize that it's irrational for you to think that I didn't do the right thing.
Irrational. We do this show together. We've known each other for 15 years. You know this shit. You know way more of the shit that we've never talked about that has happened. And I'm spilling my guts out, and you're not really saying a word.
Because I was watching you both.
And it bummed me out, and I did move on from like, I know it's not because he's in the middle, and it's a bad spot for him to be in.
You guys
So
were
I did
both-
get over it, but I was like, I did really want something from you that day.
There was nothing for me to do. And I'm not saying there's nothing emotional
I
around
love
it.
the shotgun though. I'm not
There
gonna
was
lie.
nothing for me to do.
Fair enough. I'm not gonna continue arguing. Fair
I'm not
enough.
gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna angry.
We're not gonna get to a place on this one. I'm telling you, I felt like I really needed you that day, and you're saying that there was nothing for you to do. But then that's how it's got to be.
Because I'm telling you why. When you're watching two guys air something that you knew was gonna come, because I knew Ann had been making little remarks, and I knew you had been saying things on Twitter. Again, not fuck you, not drop dead, but I knew it was gonna happen. So when it finally happened, it's like, what do I do? I don't. What's the? It's not like I was in the
How long am I gonna hit
doing
this?
support, and then you're talking, I'm saying nothing. I wasn't in the room when he said what he said.
Yeah, I get that part of it.
So the fact that I was in the room while you were responding,
But you're confused because I'm not.
Come
talking-
on, man.
no, I
That should have been a kill, bro.
So, yeah, anything.
Come
We've
on.
been through some shit.
I literally didn't
Look,
feel.
we're not gonna agree.
I know, I'm telling you, I didn't feel like you needed it. You were having an open.
I'm almost embarrassed to tell you that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I did. And it was a big disappointment. But we moved past that. We did.
No, obviously not. I didn't know that.
Whatever.
Now, but you did in a way. Absolutely. I was fine, and it was out of my head for the most part. But it came up today because of all this.
Well,
You know, that show was over.
I'm not saying it should have been.
But
Oh,
I feel
gosh, dude.
I don't know if the
Oh, gosh.
saying I felt left out. I don't know if that's the proper. As a radio guy that's been doing this since I was 18, I'm like,
Oh, come on, man.
oh, okay.
Dude, my friend shot him and I shot him.
But not.
He's still alive.
It was done as far as my participation in it, I guess. I'm not saying the show wasn't still working. It was working in a very different way, which was fine. And the move probably would have been for you guys to move on and continue
I
doing the
just
show
shoot
together.
kills, baby.
Well, I feel like we really got somewhere here.
Oh, come on, bro.
Now it's ridiculous. I realized, okay, this is not going to work anymore.
But you shouldn't have felt left out.
I'll be honest with you. I would be playing Cold War right now.
I'm saying I saw it differently. I saw something, not a left out, okay, this show is done. It's okay. Because I'm not going to sit here and be desperate like, hey
Slap it
guys,
down.
if you left out, I'm going to try to figure out how to get back in. No, I was thinking more like, okay,
actually winning,
it's
but I
time
gotta
to
get
move on
some
from this
kills, though.
version of the show. I'm amazed we make
I want
20
to get
years.
some kills.
No one makes fucking 20 years.
Yeah.
So, and it should have been, everyone should just fucking moved on
No boom?
nicely. But for some
I did
reason,
get a Frank
that,
kill. Ain't
that
that
can't happen,
special?
which is ridiculous after 20 years.
But when you say things like, I'm not getting any hatred for being here, like, you have no idea.
I guess
I think everybody just needs to close their Twitter account.
No, but I mean, I'm not even trying about it. Like, it stinks. I don't like it.
some of it go, I guess some of it makes my radar, but not on any level that I think is
It's amazing. No, I mean, it's amazing how much.
Because here's the thing, when you do a radio show, you do know
Gotta
that people
create
aren't gonna like you, period. But so you get that like anyone else does, but mine was just over the top ridiculous shit and being blamed.
That's
for
what I wanted to do.
everything.
Care
And
less
then
about
this
it.
fucking guy I sat next to him for 20 years allowed it to happen because he's fucking bitter. But that's has nothing to do with me.
Fuck.
I didn't get him fired. He allowed it to happen. That's fucking creepy.
I gotta get a good kill streak
all
going
agree
here,
that
man.
your fans suck.
Alright, fine.
No, I mean they are in a weird position. Like I'm not talking about the hardcore ones who are scummy, like the ones who are fucking pushing bullshit or having multiple Twitter accounts. I'm not talking about those people. The
Asshole.
majority of the fans
Oh,
who even want the show back then, it's not gonna come
I got
out.
spawn
And I know
kills,
that,
man.
and you know that, and knows that.
Right.
But I'm saying they're not shitty. A lot of them honestly don't know. They've been put in this position. They're like, well, this
I'm dead.
show was what it was, and how could
Oh
this
my
happen?
God.
How could it, like,
I had a
understand that
hot
they don't-
potato in my hand.
We
Had to
felt the
get
same
rid of
thing.
it.
We felt the same thing. That show meant pretty much more than anything in the entire world to me until I got married and had kids. It was everything to me. It was my whole fucking world. Yeah, it's downright a bummer that it ended, but it was done. And we made 20 years. We weren't fucking I've said this stuff over and over.
I'm not having fun
If
playing
there
this
was an
game, man.
inkling of chemistry
I
left
mean,
or a
I'm not.
relationship, we would've
I don't know,
continued.
man. I don't know how to describe
I
it.
would have said bye, because
Just not
I
having
love
fun,
doing this.
man.
We
Not
get
at
paid
all.
well to do this, but I just love doing this. It wasn't about the
I'd
money.
rather be playing Cold
It wasn't
War.
about that at all. I have enough money. It was like, wow, I can't leave here because we are
But I'm
done.
definitely gonna buy it when
That's the headline.
it goes
We were
on the
done. Yeah, but I
pre-owned
left it in a second.
area
I'm not
of
questioning why
GameStop.
you didn't leave.
This is the shit that I have
Or if
to
the
deal
local
with.
pawn
But I'm
shop
not just amazing to me 'cause
acquires
it's like,
it,
don't you understand?
I'll
You
go
heard the
after
same
it
show
then.
that I was hearing, that the show, the
But I'm not
chemistry
going to
was
pursue
done.
this game.
But this stuff that's been happening like the last, say, 2 months with all this bullshit with these videos and stuff like that, you don't bring it up on the air. So like, I don't know how you would like me to.
I just don't see how they rank me up, dude. It's like, I have a horrible game.
With the
Don't
fans who have
pat
covered
me in
that
the back
video with
and
the
give me
case I'm
something.
trying to be fired, it's
I
disgusting.
don't know what. I just don't understand that,
It's
man. I don't
disgusting
get
at a
it.
weird level to me. Like, hatred of somebody is one thing, but that,
I hate getting
that,
something I
that's
haven't
really
earned.
crazy what fucking nonsense
Anyways, I was
that
young.
Like how,
I hate
that wasn't even
somebody
dirty.
giving
It
me
was
something I
how the
haven't
fuck did you
earned.
guys
I
try
hate
to get
that.
somebody fired for like
hate
that's
that.
been annoying me so much. But it hasn't been brought up on you on the air, so I feel like it was my place to bring up something when they were targeting you for it.
Right.
So you would have gotten a tremendous amount of support from me.
Dude, this game's
had you
actually
just
making me
mentioned it on the
sleepy.
air,
I'm
but
not
you
lying
didn't.
to you.
So I didn't feel it was my place.
Well, all
It's
right.
making
I
me
mean, I'm
sleepy.
guilty of this too. Then why don't you call me on that? and
It's
say,
like I'm
hey,
watching
I have talked
parts
to you
of the
about that.
Caribbean.
We talked about
Bruce
that. No,
Caribbean.
I'm just
Shut
saying
up.
to bring it up
Whatever.
on the air, let's try to like
I
work
get
through
it,
this.
and I'm falling
Oh,
asleep.
it didn't occur to me to say that. Like,
Well,
you
for the record, I know you support me on that. Yeah, but maybe you should. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you should say. Hey,
Oh, voice
maybe
chat's
it would
being
be a good
recorded.
thing to bring up.
Yay!
Some stuff is not good. To bring
Record
up.
my voice chat. I'm not gonna buy this game
Yourself in
anyway,
my
jerk.
shoes. Right now, what you're saying.
I'm trying to figure out
like,
what gun I
okay,
want to
didn't
use.
feel like you were
Is there a
supportive.
sniper class in here?
I would have been 1,000% supportive on this because it was annoying the shit out of me.
Where's the
told you
cold-blooded?
it annoyed me,
Oh,
it
it's
was
all
disgusting.
assassin.
And then, hold on, I support you. I talk to you about it.
Quartermaster,
But then you say to me,
assassin.
why didn't you tell me to bring it up on the air? I said, come on, what are you doing?
What's the
How
ghost,
much-
man? No
I was
ghost
guilty of that too.
predators?
There's things that bother me about you, and I probably should reach out and talk to you about it. Like that's all I'm saying.
That
Like,
didn't bother me. It didn't occur to me like
I'm
that.
shooting around with a shotgun. I really don't give a
like,
crap. What are we
I've been
playing?
in-
Oh, not
once
again? It
again
was
from
bull crap.
2007. It wasn't just some random homeless guy that we saw and I jumped on his fucking
down,
cab. That was
dummy.
a horrific thing to do to anybody, and the people know that.
My idiot
But they
character
they're
wouldn't
gonna
get
be
down
betting
like
against
this
me, whatever the fuck it is, and so they're gonna like spin the
I've heard
truth of the
many
whole
bad-
fucking thing and try to make it something that it absolutely wasn't. They also are
Okay, I saw him, but for some reason, I saw a leg in there for a minute.
Ridiculous.
Don't know
We
what
knew the
happened.
Fucking guy. Yeah, we knew him very well.
Cares.
We gave him thousands of dollars in our time of
You know,
knowing the guy. Now, I'm not saying money makes something go away, but we also
I don't
know
care
the
about the
idea.
zone,
I felt
man.
like
Fuck
I had
you.
a relationship with the guy enough where I could
We're
do
losing
this for a
too, man.
stupid radio show and everyone would be okay in the end. And if I'm wrong for thinking that, that's fine. And I'm also sorry if it did offend people, but it wasn't just some random fucking guy.
Oh,
I mean,
got a
the
Frank
company actually sat
Gil
me
too,
down. I
man.
don't even know if I ever told
I don't
this
know why
on
everybody's
the
going
book,
for
and
that.
he
Go
wanted to
for
know
the
all the
kill
facts
for
about that because it was getting ugly at the time back in 2007. And when he found out it was Andrew, a guy we talked to a lot in the area, he's like, oh, okay. Then the company was totally cool.
Okay, he's
They got it.
flashed, and
They
apparently,
totally got it.
while he's
It was a
flashed, they're
shocking
gonna do
thing to
shit.
do for a a shock jock show. Yeah.
See it, my
in
buddy.
the moment, it wasn't that shocking, to be honest with you. It was like, oh,
I was trying to make you guys fucking cringe. Holy fuck, is he really doing this?
And we
That's
laughed.
all.
And we laughed.
Asshole.
And not at his expense, because I'm like, this guy.
You're being
we were bringing
recorded.
those guys in all the time, and we were making them feel special, like part of the
I
fucking
don't
radio
care
show.
about
We didn't just look at them like fucking bums.
Do you know what, by the way, do you know how much feature I got that from that recently? Like, you're not the only one that caught
You
it.
never told me.
Ooh, she would have been triple
I
killed
know,
too.
I didn't even think of it, but I just, like, literally on the air, I'm having some fucking stripper fucking tell me what a piece of garbage I am. Because I'm fucking, she's texting me this.
What?
Sending nude videos.
Oh
What a
my
piece of shit
god.
I'm fucking, but like all the times, the interviews I've had to do, and again, for press or whatever, on the road, on
I'm
the
gonna change
radio,
my gun,
do you
too.
have any idea how many times this
Shotgun's
come up?
fun, but
People ask every single time. And I know, I believe it. You can't go and listen to
this.
You can't go and listen to my press. I don't expect
we
you
know
to.
this gun.
But then every time it's come up,
This is the
I've gone
MC6.
through it and I've explained what it was. Just like I did a couple of years ago when it first started getting bad.
Right.
No, it's just a bunch of
It shows a deeper issue because if we were having like just conversations like we did in the past, that would probably just come up in conversation like, dude, man, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying.
I'm saying, what do you think we need to? Like,
When we don't have that conversation.
I got an elimination for that?
Like, dude, God, man, that cake stop thing. I can't tell you how many times it's been coming up in interviews lately. I'm hearing this for the first fucking time.
I'm not even, honestly, I haven't thought of it to say, but it's like, it's an obvious thing. Like, when Ant got fired, I defended him. When you got this shit, I defended you. Like, it's like, how many times have I gone on, whether you guys were a team or whatever, the loyalty I've shown to this radio show has been fucking, I've never put anything in front of my career above this radio show. And then you're telling me, like, I defend you enough that one day, and I'm telling you my reason.
Well, that was a big day, Jimmy.
And I did the right thing, because had I jumped in and was like, oh, they were like, why is he coddling Opie? I said, I'm telling you what happened. Instead of saying, like in the Newsweek article, when I told you, hey, Polly wants to do this interview.
I do not understand this fucking map. I don't get it.
I took the high road.
I don't get this map.
I wanted to.
I don't get it.
This is crazy. Why are we doing it? I was like thinking, why are we doing
This is a
like
horrible map, dude.
Like, you don't look at any
Horrible.
of that stuff and go like, wow, man, this guy did go to bat for me on this stuff. You don't see any of that stuff.
What the?
For me in the Newsweek article.
My
You're
God.
upset as well. Okay, but and the cake stop thing, I had no idea about. Then you're getting shit for
You know
that.
what? I can't play this game no more, dude. I can't play it no more, dude. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I can't play it. I quit this game. Is it the map? I don't know if that was the map, but I just can't play it. I can't play it. I can't play it.
That's when the problem started because
I
they were not married. And then
cannot
you're
play
like the
this
one
game.
married guy, and it's like you can't relate anymore.
How the hell did I get that kill?
You
What?
know
How
what
did
I mean? Because you guys had this
I
like
don't get it.
bro, you know.
Why did I
and
get
all
that
of a
kill,
sudden-
bro?
Whether it was when I got married or had kids, I mean, of course, but that's what I wanted.
That's basically the straw that broke the camel's back,
That's
right
fine.
there.
Well, then that goes
I
back
wanna
to
know
the
why I
point
didn't get
that,
that kill.
whatever it-
This is your life.
But
I wanna know why I
whatever
didn't
it
get that
was
kill.
made things change, that's okay. You know, but the show probably should have ended a year, maybe 2 years before it did. And I'm guilty of that too, because I felt trapped. I didn't know how to, well, me and I weren't talking at all, so I didn't know how to even bring that up.
Yeah, I mean, look, I know the shit
In
that
a
was
perfect,
going on.
in a perfect world, you guys should have moved on and done a separate show, period. And I said period again, but that'll drive people, it'll make them very happy. And then I would have been fine. I've been doing this since I was 18. I would have reinvented myself and did another show, and I think it would have been, I don't think it would have been as successful as Opie and Anthony, because that was just that was lightning in a bottle, as they say. But I would have been just fine. Period. I would have been just fine.
But no one is saying that you.
I didn't feel left out. I want to make that point. I didn't.
But you
Maybe slightly as a human being, but it was more like, oh, okay, the writing's on the wall here.
But it was
And
almost
it's
like.
kind of sad. Like, okay, this is coming to an end.
But a few minutes
Dude,
ago,
where's
you
my
did say,
phone,
like, yeah, I was
dude?
watching you guys, and I didn't feel like there was a place for me in it. But in the reality it was because you were doubting what your place was. Of course there was a place. Like, to me, it was amazing you didn't see it.
The honest answer is maybe I'm doubting my place in that situation, but not doubting my place as far as a broadcaster goes.
No, I just mean the comedic back and forth. I don't mean as broadcast. I just mean that the guy's bullshitting.
No, that's fine. I was never supposed to be, the funniest man in the room. I was never. I get my laughs, and that's all. I was never supposed to be, the guy getting over the top laughs. I've always enjoyed, the comedy and the laughs in this room, of course.
But then why would you feel like weird when me and him were going back and forth?
That goes back to the show is now over. I'm not just gonna sit here and it just meant that this show is changing in front of my eyes, and I'm not a part of this like it used to be in the old days, and that's okay. Yeah, so I guess it's a strange feeling.
Isn't that a feeling being left out?
Huh?
Isn't that kind of a feeling being left out?
To a point, but more like realizing that this version of the show is over. But it's an important point. Yeah, as a human being, I guess you do feel left out, but I didn't feel a desperation or any of that. I'm like, it was more like, man, this is over. How does this end? That's what I was thinking day in and day out.
As we're joking around?
No, the show in general. Jimmy, Jesus Christ.
I'm asking you.
But I said
Where the
that
hell is my phone?
I'm fully aware that the show was still working, and you were getting big laughs, and we still had a huge audience in the as far as my contribution was ending, and every day I was like, how does this end? This is not the show I want to be doing anymore, and it's not working anymore as how it was set up initially, which was me and Anthony with amazing chemistry, and then we brought you in, amazing chemistry, and it was boop 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 boop, and then it eroded and went away. Of course, it was still working. That's what my whole point as a radio guy going, okay, how does this work? Those guys should do a show. I'll go and do a show. Hopefully, they'll go for that idea. I never told the guys that, but that was when I was starting to think, because to me it was obvious it was over. Not you guys, and not as a listener. They're still getting their entertainment and their laughs. But I'm like, this is over, and it was kind of sad because I remember back to 1994 when the whole fucking thing came together. So that's really my
I had to shit for 40 minutes. I was taking a shit break. I was telling you, I had to shit for 40 minutes.
You're going to shoot probably. That's an excuse.
Today I'm going to.
That's an excuse.
I'm going to take a nice.
You're reporting.
I've had to pee for 30 minutes. Yeah.
Really?
My bladder is pressing up against my uterine lining. Well, I feel like we got a lot accomplished today.
Eric Logan wrote me. Hi, Kenny.
Hi, Kenny.
How are you?
Have you guys seen the new Psy video?
I hear it's wonderful.
Yeah, let's play it to break.
Yeah. Logan Deal has here's a solution. I have the answer. I'll co-host the show. You both are doing great. I don't know who he's talking to because both is two, not three. So I don't know who he's referring to there.
He's being you.
I'm sure. Yeah. I don't know. Christ. I told him my laughs in.
You're getting bad.
That's right. I'm not getting mad at you. Relax.
Yeah, all right. Today you're joking.
Even the joking part, relax. I'm joking. I'm not mad.
Ah, there it is.
All right.
But you have. I guess we both whatever, dude. I mean, I don't know what the answer is. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Meaning, I know the company's probably gonna can me after this discussion. I understand. I've been paranoid about getting fired my whole life. And I know that the last guy was gunning for me, and I'm not crazy about that. Like I saw it coming to K-Rock.
Platter?
No. Yeah, he wanted to be
He's
nice.
in a weird place.
Maybe, and I actually liked him.
I loved him a lot, but he was in a weird place when he came on board. And
I need it dry, meaning you don't pour the every single fucking time.
It's no bad against anybody, believe me, because
All right, I'm gonna do about an hour of Cold War.
Going out and getting food is a problem.
I had to get out for
morons
it.
at the store.
we have to be here.
Yeah, and Kenny just
Really have
knows.
time to fucking take a break.
I
So
don't know,
what I
man.
usually get is the toasted onion bagel.
I'm just gonna wait till the game
right,
comes
and
out, then I'll start
the
playing.
turkey
I don't
with
like
a
it
slice
right
of
now.
American cheese melted on top of it, and then
I
that
don't
whole
like it.
thing heated, placed in the fucking bagel, and then wrapped up and brought in. And it's fine.
Anyone can do that.
But no.
But then again, I thought that.
No, because sometimes I've got
Which could be the easiest thing to
a
prepare
cold
for
turkey
breakfast.
sandwich.
Yeah.
I've gotten an everything bagel with like just a regular cold turkey and 8 slices of fucking cheese.
right.
You know, it sounds like diva, but to me, I thought to myself, why get annoyed? I'm not even gonna eat until Kenny comes back.
He's coming back Monday. You're gonna starve all weekend?
Starve. I won't even eat at home. I'm gonna wait until Kenny gets there. No, I go home and I pig out at home, but I don't, because I don't have to eat here. It's comfortable and very tasty.
Right.
But I'm like, if it's gonna be a problem, fuck it.
I made a video with Kenny's replacement yesterday. I kind of like this one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna promote all my videos, but that one I kind of like.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, because I wanted to play you drop something with the guy, and I needed to know the password because Kenny told me not to get in any strangers' cars unless they know the password. So I was really fucking when I get a child, and then I had to ask him to make sure he wasn't gonna touch my wee. So
Did he?
and he was so fucking annoyed with me.
Of course
Kenny.
It's not Kenny.
He's not
Doesn't
Kenny.
have that
He doesn't
dopey
understand.
Kenny. He didn't
So-
tour with Dice for fucking ever.
So the video is very uncomfortable if you want to check it out on
Yeah.
radio on YouTube. Evan, get out of here. Thank you. Thanks for your efforts. I appreciate it. Whatever you do. Sam, no, actually, like talking of food, I guess behind the scenes, all hell is breaking loose, Anthony.
Yeah, there's things going on.
And
I heard the
And
discussion.
I want to make it perfectly clear that me and Ant are bringing this to the air. Because these guys actually said, nah, don't do this.
No, we go to the air.
Blah, blah, blah. We go to the air.
No.
What's going on? We said that E-Rock takes pictures of Steve's breakfast every morning,
Yes.
right? E-Rock,
Yes.
you've been doing that for a while.
Yeah, for months now.
Yeah, I know. I've seen your pics on your Twitter.
And they're quite hefty breakfasts.
And it's just funny. I mean, if you're going to use Twitter, that's the way to use it.
Yeah.
Humiliate somebody.
That's what it's there for.
But he wasn't aware you were doing this?
He knew earlier on that after the first time I guess we mentioned that on the air that we were taking photos of his breakfast, but he said, and I sat there quietly.
Another guy that doesn't like us just walked by. I know, I understand.
Oh, that one?
Fucking jukebox.
Oh, the
E-Rock.
jukebox. I thought you were being anti-Semitic.
Fucking sick of the dirty looks we get when people walk by our studio.
I really did think he said I know, something. Like, what is that? Jukebox.
People make their living by just fucking, one song after another, and they're giving us dirty looks as they walk by the studio. I get it. I understand.
I get it.
Go ahead, E-Rock. So, back to you.
So, yeah, he was aware of this, and he never said not to in the past, right? So I kept doing it, and today just set him off because he said, I put up with this long enough. I'm tired of this, and when this segment was done, I walked back to the office.
Wait, well, the picture was, what? Some kind of omelet with a lot of...
With ketchup on
A lot of
it.
ketchup, a whole thing of fries that would probably, honestly, feed a family of 4. Just a side, a side dish.
Fries and eggs?
And then some kind of like
Chicken with lettuce, but there's a giant cheese. Like the chicken and lettuce would be fine. That should be the breakfast. The chicken, the lettuce, without the big packet of cheese dressing.
all those 3 together.
Who makes fries for breakfast though? Like we find a restaurant that'll put on the fucking fryer in the morning. Fucking fries.
He's on some kind of weird diet. Exactly. I didn't make the look, Steve. Don't worry. E-Rock.
So I go back to the office, and I looked at Steve, and
Took
he
my
was
kill,
looking at
I
me.
know it was a good bit for the show, and that's all. I explained to E-Rock. I go, that's all I care about in the end is a good fucking radio show. I can't be bothered with whose fucking feelings are hurt on a given day. We all take a turn, under the bus.
I want to look at the clock and see that 40 quality minutes just went by.
Yeah.
That to me is like, we're doing our job.
You know how uncomfortable I felt with my Dave Thomas theory? I fucking ate a shit sandwich this morning, okay? I know it was. I know! Trying to show I'm smart by doing my Dave Thomas theory. You don't think I heated up inside?
A little warm.
Yeah. And that's what the show's about. I can care less. Feelings are being hurt. Anyway, E-Rock.
So I walk in, he's not looking at me, so I kind of pat him on the back. I said, hey, sorry, Steve. And he says, don't fucking talk to me.
Oh boy.
Don't fucking look at me. Stay the fuck away from me. That he had it. So I go, okay.
Was he looking in a mirror at the time? This self-loathing. Well, whatever.
Anyway. See, but that's...
Yeah. So, he said all that
So
to
he
you.
said that, and I go, come on, Steve. And he goes, no, I'm fucking tired of this. I said, but I've been doing this for a long time, and you know that I've been doing this. And he said, I kept my mouth shut, and I'm not gonna...
Not in the morning.
It's not gonna...
With all that. Sorry. Continue, you're up.
And he's not going to stand for this anymore. So I said, okay,
Wait, can I stop you for a second? This is the point I was making to E-Rock during the commercial. Steve's saying that to E-Rock, who ate the biggest shit sandwich of the week with that virus bit. So he had no problem when you were under the bus, right? Taking a lot of shit from a lot of people.
Well, he said he felt bad, but, that's what I said.
But it wasn't him. Once it's him, then that's when the problem comes.
He doesn't like to be goofed on whatsoever.
He said he felt bad. He understood why I was upset, but, what else was he gonna do?
Right, okay.
So, then
I didn't, quite frankly.
Oh shit!
I really didn't.
so I walk out of the
I
office.
saw him, but
And I walk into the second office where Sam was
You
sitting.
were still near him.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe he's just super sensitive because that pro crushed into him earlier this morning.
Did they find water or what?
I found French fry oil. Okay. Sorry.
Where's so when did he
damn, what's up with his phones, man?
so he says, get the fuck away from me. So I leave the office and head into Sam's office, which Steve then follows me into Sam's office, and I sit down and he continues going after me, screaming at me, saying, you know, fuck me, all the favors that he's done, and you know, don't expect me to help you out with all this other shit anymore. I'm tired of this stuff. You better pick a side. And I'm like, Steve, and I'm trying to tell him this wasn't as bad as he's making this. You know, because out of everybody, I pick on him the least, and what I do to him is hardly really
It's gotta be over here, dude.
really bad considering what he gets on a daily
What's
basis.
the side though? Wait a minute, wait, there's fucking
Yeah,
sides
what side?
being chosen? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Maybe you meant Eastern and Western Hemisphere. What side?
Well,
Are there teams here?
They don't know there's teams.
Dude, this game's better than Black Ops 6.
We all secretly acknowledge
This
that.
game's better than Black Ops 6.
Somehow it works.
Sorry to say that.
Split right
Whole lot
down
better
the
than Black
Jets
Ops
and the
6.
Sharks. The beauty of this show. It's pretty much split right down the middle.
But what about Steve?
That's the problem. He's not on one of the
He's
sides.
his own side?
There's a team Anthony, there's a team Opie, but then everyone gets along, but Steve doesn't feel like he's part of a team.
So it's like the whole show's on one side of a seesaw, he's on the other, and it's level?
And that's just based on we just get along with members of the staff better than others. I
think
don't hate anyone on the staff.
I
to be
think
honest with you.
geographically, certain things work out better.
I don't hate anyone.
Perhaps if Sam lived a little closer to me, he'd be my little twink friend.
Yay!
Instead of Opie's flunky. And if, Danny didn't live
I had to give up playing Black Ops 6, ladies and gentlemen. I just did not play the game. Entertaining. Was it boring? Not really. But I was actually getting tired playing it. Like, when everybody in my social circle told me to go watch Pirates of the Caribbean, and I went to go watch it with my friend, the second one, and I fell asleep watching it. Then I decided to go ahead and rent all three of them, and I fell asleep watching it, trying to watch the first one. That's the way I felt playing Black Ops 6.
You guys are confused. You're describing the OP team and Anthony team. Those are the on-air teams, not the behind-the-scenes.
Like I said, if you missed it, I might get it, but I'll probably eventually end up getting it when GameStop puts it on their pre-owned shelf. Then I'll go retrieve it. Or I'll acquire it by via pawn shop. Let me tell you this right now, I'm not going to invest any money on microtransactions on these games. I learned my lesson. I spent $50 on this game here on Fiend, whatever, Steam, whatever you want to call it. Never doing that again.
Leaning over towards Team Danny.
Never.
Since Eric also hates Danny,
Now if I can earn this again, I'll go for it. I'm not. I am not.
Steve seems to be very nice
Well,
to me.
yeah, I'm
What
not.
does he do to
But I'm not. I swear if I do, I'm gonna quit gaming for the rest of my life.
So he followed you and started.
I don't like how they changed Miami Strike, dude. Miami used to be an awesome map to play, bro. They changed it.
There was other people.
I don't like the new change. I like the old Miami.
I'm saying Steve was a bit over the top. He kept yelling at Eric and said that.
It was a big map, but when they boxed it off like they did, I don't understand the map. Crossroads, Christian Academy.
Steve's a figurehead. He's a figurehead.
He's my superior.
What?
Definitely, yeah.
Shut up.
Dude, this game, I'm telling you, this game, I'm not saying it's fun, but it's better than Black Ops 6 right now.
Here's the deal with this place. A lot of people have like fake titles, but in the end,
Maybe when I get my perks that I want on that game, I'll have fun. I didn't have fun. I'll go ahead and do it again later on, but I know Tuesday's the last day for the beta. I'm not excited.
I mean, he's the main boss.
So they could suggest, hey, what about Anthony?
Work on my sniping skills, everybody.
I know, because he's Timo.
This right here's not a good sign of gameplay.
He was just the one speaking at the time. If you had said that, I would have said Anthony's the main boss.
So there's no worry. And is this why Steve is not here right now?
I don't know why he hasn't,
No, but
while Steve was yelling at
I'm gonna
Eric.
stay here for a minute.
He could suggest, I'll be fair, he could suggest the firing, but in the end, it's up to him, not who gets
But
fired.
if that's the case, anybody can suggest a fire.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. And then there's other bosses that
The
are
chair
higher.
that can suggest a fire.
Then there's other bosses that are higher than Steve that think they have power. It's a whole joke.
He's the eunuch
Really is a
seducer. It's like a eunuch.
They're not
Steve said he
moving up,
preferred to
so
keep his head down and remain
there's gotta
off
be a
the
guy over
air.
here flanking.
Head
Right?
down into the plane now, I think French fries.
Oh my God.
There's nobody coming from over. I'm gonna try to overwhelm this area.
Workplace.
I guess you're right. You just talking about it.
Steve prefers to do what
You
his
didn't see me.
job
You didn't see me.
is, booking
I didn't.
gas and making the proper phone calls and emails, but remain off the air.
Report.
That's his
I'm gonna smile.
I'm happy to be here. I'm at the Opie and Anthony show. It's a good day for me every day.
So Steve will not be joining us on the air for this discussion?
I'm probably gonna respond.
Frankly,
I'm
I'm
trying
to
to
be
be
honest.
honest. No, the person that would be pissed off by that the most would be Jimmy.
Norton
Jimmy
would
gets
be losing his fucking.
furious.
tell him to get his
Ah, my gun locked up, man.
for the fucking show. It's
Dude,
gonna
I was
show
pulling
you
the trigger
fucking
too,
asshole.
man. The gun. Oh my gosh.
Jimmy would be
I need to
saying.
go to the gunsmith and get my gun
That's Steve's
cleaned
prerogative.
because my trigger got stuck there, and I swear to you, I was pulling the trigger button.
Well, I
What a
heard from
bunch of
Steve, 'cause
crap.
Yeah?
I know that Steve has to think that he's higher than these guys.
Yeah.
You would have to feel like he thinks he can more than suggest things.
If Steve tells me what to do, I always do it. He is superior.
See, if something happens off the air, if there's an argument or some discussion off the air that is, kind of nasty,
I don't know how to get
then
that joke.
he could file a little report about the person.
And who gets it? You?
No, we would see. What are you? I'm gonna look at a fucking report.
Reloading,
Someone
cover
get-
me.
Get knocked upstairs.
Someone's asking about Roland because we said that no one gets fired without
Yeah,
our
turn the
approval.
corner.
Roland didn't work for.
No, he didn't work.
He worked for another company that
Yeah.
kind of
Subcontract.
strong-armed
Oh,
on the
okay,
company
went around like a
CBS
douchebag.
to
Yeah.
not continue with Roland.
He was a
We wanna wait too much
subcontractor.
money. And we're trying to get Roland hired here.
But yeah.
Kind of a different situation, to be honest with you.
No, they're just been,
I don't know how he got me, but okay.
Oh, that's so funny.
Steve said Eric was kicking him in the dick.
Oh yeah.
You're kicking me in the dick.
He's like, how many times are you gonna keep kicking me in the dick?
Oh,
Wow.
Because of his breakfast?
Apparently, yeah. You know what show he works for? This is easy
That's a
stuff.
hilarious breakfast, though.
That
This is
really
easy
is.
stuff.
Funny ass breakfast.
Something's going on deeper than this, because this is breakfast.
That's
It's
easy.
French fry. This is breakfast.
Dude, when you order a
Yeah.
watermelon, what's the first thing we do? We make fun of you.
Who can get, here's the thing, here's the funny part. Who can get chicken, French fries, and eggs
Yeah.
at breakfast time?
Why didn't I get
And
that
it's
killer?
it's a hilarious breakfast with blue cheese.
Weird, right? It doesn't really make
Doesn't
sense.
make any sense, that breakfast.
Why is he so ashamed of his
Why brings
breakfast?
it from
Get
home?
out of here, dude.
Oh, it brings
Yeah, it's deeper than that. Patrice is absolutely right, because we all get smashed on this show.
And but these shouldn't be so hurt about this.
It's deeper.
This is some type
We're
of
up by 11. Now
breakfast
they're
that
catching up.
dedicates to
I don't get
somebody.
this game.
Look at that. Brett.
I don't get this game. It's because they're spawning everywhere, probably.
Two giant cheeseburgers.
Look at the angry bite marks.
Look at how those bite marks are like Velociraptor. You're like a Velociraptor got it.
Why wouldn't, first of all, I would, every morning, here's the genius of Eric right now. Every morning I would look at that and go, what the fuck?
But
Who are you, man versus food, niggas?
I think who's winning?
What?
For the record, Patrice, a big guy, is laughing at all the fat jokes, okay?
Because that's all it is. Why is he upset about this? He's eating 2 hamburgers for breakfast.
There's a lot of.
And we're not supposed to comment about that?
I believe he feels he is shat upon more than other people.
The only,
Not
the
me,
only,
bro.
the only shitting, I would
Not
say,
even close. I'll tell you right now.
as a fan of the show,
Iraq gets shit on twice as much, and that's why it's so weird that Steve goes after Iraq. Understand what Iraq takes on a daily basis for this
As
radio
a
show.
person who's a fan, as a person who comes through, I'm not here all the time.
Yeah.
But from what I think, from what I understand,
I'd be a silent partner, too.
Eric gets fucked with a lot.
Yes.
Sam gets fucked with none.
What the fuck's up with
Barely
this
none.
dude?
Well, because he
Danny barely gets fucked with. Dan
What
doesn't
the
get fucked
fuck?
with. And Travis.
Travis gets fucked with because he's a
Dude,
bitch.
it's so
He's
true.
a skinny little girl
But I'm
bitch
saying
that
in terms-
is a homosexual.
Danny takes
That
a
married a girl just to prove that he wasn't homo, but he is, and his child isn't his. Why do you keep kicking me in the dick?
I think the only thing Steve has is the gay voice thing. Is his only.
Yes.
Now he has
Now he's
believe
got
it.
now he has food.
I don't get this game. We're winning by 18. Now they're.
That much because he's a smarmy motherfucker who could turn it right around. Danny doesn't get fucked with as much on the air because he just turns around and goes, "Go fuck yourself," and like it's the end of
So
story.
full of
Like,
shit.
hey, fuck you, and it's over. You know, like,
That's not fair. You're simplifying it. Everyone gets fucked with. They really do.
No, we all get fucked with it. My point is Steve does not get a whole lot of nothing except for the Steve voice.
right? Yes.
That's it.
That's
Like,
funny.
yay.
But now he has the gay voice. Now he's
Oh
the
my
gay
God.
voice who eats
Thought I was being
2
shot at.
cheeseburgers.
Giant fucking bites out of
And
cheeseburgers.
here's how big they are. They don't fit in.
I don't see how we were winning by 18, and I don't know how we lost that game. Dude. I do not get that.
Three
I don't get
gigantic
how we
bites.
did that, but
So it
I
fits
got some
into
snipe
a
kills in there.
plastic container.
Two won't fit. 1.5 fit.
How can he be so fucking upset about this? I want to know. Can you get him?
When he bought these, did he tell the guy he'll gladly pay him Tuesday for those today?
Where's Steve, man? Can we talk to Steve, please? I don't make fun of this. I just want to know what's going on. Why the fuck is he so upset about
Let's get
this?
Steve in here and
There's a deeper
settle
thing. He
this.
can't be upset about this. It's a giant, it's a half-eaten giant burger.
I
and
love
a
the
full
sniper
giant
weapon
burger.
though.
Steve, come on down here and explain.
It was an omelet, french fries, and a chicken salad
Yeah.
for breakfast.
This type of
We got,
sniper
you know,
weapon, I do
it's
love.
not
Like,
Why wouldn't we discuss
I like the
that?
sniper weapon better than I do
He made
Black
2
Ops.
big sandwiches.
What's Black Ops 6
Did he
game?
make these
They
at
got
the
Cold
house?
War. What's it
That he
called? Gulf
bought
War?
for breakfast?
It's I guarantee you, they're gonna name it Gulf War.
3 in the morning.
Call of Duty
Put it in
Black Ops
tummy
Gulf
wear.
War.
And trust me, this is
I
not
don't like food
this is
that
not a
much
diet.
to cook at 4 in the morning.
No.
These are if there were 2 hamburgers with no bun, I would say okay, he's doing some Atkins, but
Well, I don't see.
the French fries fucked it
So
up.
you're right. How did it end?
I'm getting tired,
That was
buddy.
sort of the end of the first fight. He left the second office and went into back into our office and just wasn't talking at all. Then during one of the commercial breaks, I'm down here and I'm talking with Sam about doing something for the weekend, and he goes,
Failed
"Come
to
here,"
join
and he
party,
pulls me
unable
away
to
from
join
everybody
party.
down the hallway.
Wow, still
And,
beats match.
You know, I was pretty much told to shut up and
might be
listen
Ping.
while he
Ping will
just
shut up.
unloaded on me.
You remember when Ping used to be king? You guys
stating
remember those
that,
days
uh,
when Ping was king?
Pointing, that
I'm
little
too
crazy
old.
psycho dead stare right through you,
You guys are too young to
kind of thing,
understand.
just pointing.
That Ping was
Just-
king.
Yeah,
I'm very familiar with this stuff.
Yeah,
It is
you know, he's
what,
sweating as he's talking because he's really intense. And
Let
this
him
was
out,
a different
children.
Steve than I've seen on a daily basis.
Oh wow.
You
So I
remember
just,
when
I'm like,
Ping
okay, and I
was
sat
king?
there.
Darth Vader march music right here. Look at this. This motherfucker dun dun dun.
What is that, Granddad?
Oh shit.
What are you
Here's
talking
just so we're
about?
all abundantly clear what I said to Eric. It was, yeah,
Grandpa,
your guy
nobody
got
wants
my
to
finger
hear
right in
what
his
you
face,
do
looked at him as
in
if
the
he was a
story.
piece of fucking hamburger that had just
Oh,
been
what?
ripped through. And I said, I'm a good guy, and I will continue to be a good guy to you until you fuck with me one too many times. And then I will, yeah, exactly. And then I will direct all of that good guy energy to fucking with you.
And then
One of the
I
issues I have
suggest
playing this
that
game is
something
like
happens
getting
to him.
data, corrupted data.
No, I'll just start doing it.
No,
It hasn't happened here lately, but it usually does. When I play Black Ops 3,
Okay, now 2 things. One,
if I don't restart my
That's
system,
interesting.
I'm in a world of hurt.
because I've been finding out the politics. I mean, you get along. I like Steve, man. I would never have problems. But they say
Why's
we
it taking
only
me
have
so
the power
long?
of suggestion.
Yeah, basically.
Are you punishing me for not playing Black Ops 6?
Basically,
Come on.
you're a magician. In here, when it comes to them, So basically, what could you do
Well,
to
working on my classes,
really
right?
fuck with them if you had no
What else you got?
It's not so much. It's not so much
Come on, give me
fucking
a
with them.
chance.
Like within here, you can't really do anything. You're completely castrated in here. Nobody has any power.
Okay.
Nobody has any power. But I'm the first person. A lot of times
Hate
people come
this
to and hey, can you get me into this event? Hey, can you get me into this
Okay.
event?
Okay.
The only time I like his map is when
You're like
spawn
fucking
behind
Morgan
him.
Freeman from Shawshank. You
Or right
get
next
things.
to him. Or right next
And
to him.
now
That's
you
the
were
only
saying
time.
On
fuck that.
the
I like
phone
this
with
map.
publicists and
I'll get you a rock hammer.
and ticket brokers and people that need free shit. I'm happy to do it. All of a sudden, let's fuck with them a little bit. The guy that gets the free shit, let's go fuck with him a little bit.
But
Oh,
wait a
really?
minute. Steve, I haven't asked you for tickets to
This week.
No. When did I ask you for tickets to an event?
I don't, dude. It's
No,
not so
you
much.
brought it up. Bring it. Tell me when I asked you.
It's not tickets.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not
tickets.
What do I ask you for? I know one thing, and it wasn't even for me.
What? Stargate fucking box sets?
No, that came from a publicist.
Now, do you hear the stuttering in every voice a little bit right now? You just stuttered a little bit.
It's taking advantage. It's taking advantage of someone's good nature who is happy to fucking do
Is this
stuff for you
flashlight on?
until, bing, there's a little need.
Dude, I never do anything to you. That's the one thing that I've been doing for the longest time.
And I know you've been doing it.
And you haven't said one word.
Now,
This
let's
is all
get to the
Shit.
real.
Damn, man.
Why
I thought that
are
crate was
you
gonna protect
upset?
me, man.
First of all, I've seen a picture of your breakfast.
Yeah.
2 giant hamburgers.
You're right. But it's usually something I didn't eat the night
French
before.
fries,
Yeah.
an omelet, and a chicken salad sandwich or something.
Yeah, something like that. I don't even know, honestly.
Why are you upset that is out there?
Because I'm a fucking addict who was able to
There's
get
gonna be a guy
every
coming
other
over
fucking
this
thing
race
that he's been addicted to, but he hasn't been able to fucking deal with this one yet. So, for some reason, that one strikes a nerve. Because I got
that
over it
Claymore
once,
going on?
dropped, a pile of weight, got fucking surgery, and then when I stopped drinking, I jumped over to this
So this
addiction.
is a little pity party for yourself. You can't.
It's not a pity party at all.
I think that
Oh,
helps.
shit.
That helped the ridiculousness of this.
I got jump scared there, man. Holy crap.
No. I'll tell you something. My old man when I was a kid,
It's helping me, nigga.
no. Here's
You
something.
got that giant hamburger.
When I was a
in
kid,
a
man
bowl.
used to tell me, to my face, the world does not respect fat people. If Eric will never get a job, no one will ever love you. I ballooned up to 400 pounds by the time I was 23 years
And you
old.
lost
I
weight.
actually,
You wound up achieving everything except for the people who.
right. Thank you.
So Steve, this is, and I'm not the only man. Usually fat dudes,
Jolly.
because we have the ability to be other than
What
fat.
the hell's going on?
I mean, I know personality-wise,
No,
you
no,
be a
no,
little above notch if you're fat. Why? That's like such a. Man, I don't want to say woman, but it's such a how women get depressed about fat.
I should have sniped
Dudes
that guy.
get depressed about
I
fat
should've
a
sniped him.
little bit more.
I
Dudes,
forgot I
different.
sniped him.
Like you should
I could've
be able to
gotten
see that
sniped
this is funny.
Yes. Intellectually, I see it. Emotionally, I don't.
So so you should really.
Yeah, but the problem is E-Rock went through the same shit this week. He didn't like the bit he was involved with.
Eric's a perpetual victim, unfortunately.
But you're being one too right now.
No, I don't think so. Not at all.
You're being a victim right now.
How so? How
You're
so?
being a victim because you told us once upon a time I was a little boy who my father told me this.
You asked what was behind it. I'm telling you what was behind it.
But that
How is that?
behindedness is, and I'm not saying
But you
you're
asked.
perpetual, but you're victimizing yourself because you're angry emotionally about this. It's not personal. This is internal. He just clicked something. It's not his fault that you're having this issue.
No, it's not his fault he's having this issue. What he's doing is instigating. What he's doing is acting as a catalyst.
Now, did you know that he had this
Man, I
issue
couldn't get it.
with his size the way he does?
No.
Now he does. If he does it again, then
Now he does it, and he'll do it twice.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
He'll do it twice as much.
There's been times too I've seen some
I
of the
wasn't
horrible
expecting
shit
that,
he's
dude.
eating, and I'd say, Steve, with your surgery and everything else, are you supposed to be eating the bread? Are you supposed to be doing this? No, I'm not. I've talked to him about this a few times, and that added with he knew I'd been doing this for a while. Now today, everything just fucking hit and he went off.
You're a victim, E-Rock.
Apparently.
Don't defend yourself.
You want a rape kit? Swab your ass?
No.
Get some DNA?
Dude, come on. I got half of it. Should've got the elimination.
that's
It's the character, victim.
That fucking hamburger has to give
You know what? Intellectually, you're right. You're right.
Just touch a nerve.
Yes. You're fucking right. And you know what? I used to work on fucking Lansdowne Street. You know, the artist who bitches work at Lansdowne Street. Every fucking night.
In Boston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every fucking night. Do you know what a joy it is?
What the fuck?
This is something Patricia.
I can see your hand move.
God damn.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
That was bad, man.
Why are you reaching for your little machine?
No,
Really. Steve's opening up. It's about time you open up.
Oh my
What do we-
God, man.
Lansdowne Street.
Don't be boring. Once upon a time.
Oh yeah, hello.
Steve, I swear, call me off air. I want to talk to you. Fuck that.
Why
Ah,
did you
shit,
not
I didn't
get
shit in that
It's
game. The
embarrassing.
game's already
Vic
in
Dom.
progress, but
Vic Dom.
is that the nail gun?
Why are you laughing at that? That hurts T-Rock.
I already got the nail gun maxed out.
That's what we're getting at. That hurts him
The
personally.
only thing I gotta do now is get longer
It's
and
really called Vic
drop
Dom.
it back down. Ain't no way. No way. I wouldn't get long shots with the nail gun.
Hey, Vic.
Yeah, see you,
Mr.
fam.
Dom.
God damn it.
Almost ready. So Lansdowne Street. Look, I'm not even close to buttons.
You said
The
you
kill
were
cam
going
is the ceiling fan?
It was
Okay.
huge then. So when somebody
That's
fucks
pretty
with
cool.
you and you're working in that place, what can you do?
Punch him in the face.
As hard as you fucking can.
Right.
You can't do that anymore in civilized walking upright person
How much
society.
weight have you gained back since the surgery? Since your
Probably-
smallest?
Since my smallest, about 50 pounds, probably 40.
That's not a complete.
No, it's not, but it's still, it's fucking.
Some coke.
No? Okay.
I'm an addict. I don't do that shit. I can't do that shit.
No?
My sister died of a drug overdose, so I don't do that shit.
Coke in moderation? You ever hear anybody? I do coke in moderation.
One nostril of the
Yeah, that's it.
Can't do
Nah.
that. So now with my inherent developability, obviously
Try
this is
something.
years
I
ago
gotta
to deal
change
with
my,
people on a
voice
confrontational level, taken away. I'm not as witty as these guys. I'm not, and I'm not as witty as you or Oprah, Ann, or Jimmy. So I really can't hold my own in here. So
But you say you're not as witty as Eric?
I'm not talking about. I just pointed at. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was, Patrice, I clearly pointed at you, Open, and referenced Jim, who isn't here.
Pitted, so pitted.
So fitted.
This is crazy.
So what is it? What is
This is
it
fucking
like?
crazy.
Like, you must understand that it's not a good breakfast.
Absolutely.
So,
Oh
so
shit.
why not just not have French fries?
Most days I throw them out. I bring them here. Don't eat them. I throw them out. And the
And
fact
I
that I'm bringing them
understand
here.
his addiction, by the way.
Ah, here we go.
But I understand too. But it's like falling off the wagon. You gotta like get back on. Now there was a point you're working out. You're fucking.
Right.
You were big.
Here we
You know,
go.
muscles and shit like that.
There
And then
we
you
go.
pack on a few
Pack on
pounds,
just a
and then you must
little bit.
realize and go, all right, I gotta do something about this.
Now, your woman is, she was a trainer, right?
She is. She's pregnant now, but she's a fitness model and a female bodybuilder.
So as soon as y'all have the baby, she's gonna,
She'll
get
be right back on
and
stage, yes.
but you'll be right back doing her. She makes you do your thing, right?
Truthfully, I've asked her to help me get my shit back together because I didn't like the way I looked, but I've been fucking sliding like crazy.
Anthony, Susan Waldman just saw a picture of Steve's breakfast.
Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen.
I don't mind.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, I think I know
He
what
rocks a
it is.
victim, that's all I.
Victim. I love victim. What's up, Vic?
Victor Dumb.
Let's try this crap.
Dr. Van Dumb. Victor Van Dumb. That's terrible, man.
I used to hate this game. Now I'm back to liking it again, man. I don't get it, man. I got a love and hate for this freaking franchise.
Do you feel like you're a victim?
Today I do, yes.
Why today? It's not even about you today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like earlier in the week, yeah.
Only you can fix yourself, Steve. Let's see.
You do realize
Fat is like the universe full of bumbles.
But I'm also completely irrational.
It's taking a long time.
Alright, fair enough.
What was that? I'm irrational and crazy.
Thank you.
Oh, well, I've never debated that fact. The fact that I walk in here and on multiple occasions I've thought about eviscerating somebody with my bare fucking
I
hands.
see his eyes.
That's
I see his eyes.
Especially for a person in a leadership role. It's very healthy. Go cry in your
Wait a
burger.
minute, wait a minute, don't say
Designated wise ass over there.
Hey, I'm just stating the obvious at home.
Danny doesn't like me, so anything anything I say.
Can this be? He called him Buster.
Buster. Yeah, Danny's the most disrespectful shitmouth on the entire staff.
Thank you for
so
voting.
anything that he says has to be
Hold
taken
on
with
there,
several.
Chief.
Yeah.
Buster, hold on there, Chief.
Yes.
Let's just. Hey, wait a second, champ.
Howie.
Can this thing ever be fixed?
You're tired of seeing this. I got
I
other
said in Olive
freaking
Branch a few weeks
specials.
ago, and Denny,
That's
Elizabeth Whitney
$50
wiped his
on.
ass. What was that?
Why don't
I
you
offered to
see-
speak. I wrote you a polite
I don't
email. You know what? It's been a while since we spoke. I think you and I should really have a conversation.
I don't talk to people who almost punch me in the face
Dude,
and try to get me
lucky I
fired.
never connected and knocked your fucking
No,
teeth
you're
out. Lucky. No, I'm not. Dude, I would. The reason your attitude is so shitty, I think, is because you've never had your ass properly fucking handed to you.
Yeah, because that's how you solve problems with people that you have disagreements with.
Absolutely.
You just fling hard meat into their faces.
Yes.
That's not the way things work.
No, or you just smash them as hard as you can against the fucking wall.
Steve, that's a very unhealthy. It's an unhealthy attitude to have about disputes and disagreements.
Oh,
Dude,
it's
why
like
is everybody in the
real-
van woods, man?
Yeah.
Hold on, let's get price.
Because I'm right fucking quick.
How many woods do you got? How many woods do you got?
You go to jail and I sue your balls off.
Sue me for what? I'm fucking broke.
Sue me for what? So who wins? So then who really wins? So keep settling all your disputes and arguments with your big meat fists and see where that gets you.
You know what though, but Danny, we're gonna be okay. This is unfair, dude. You're both playing this is wrong for you.
What's your problem?
It's wrong for how you doing me. I hate this play. And it's wrong for how he's threatening you, but it's wrong how you're doing
The
it.
Negro.
The guy that just said he's just not gonna be a witty guy with you.
The Negro.
Y'all should just stop, man.
That's fine. Look, I know him for a very long time at this
There's
point.
no way to fucking be friends
And to be
again.
honest, no, I don't think so because there was a point in time where Steve really, I feel
I
like
don't
really
even know
fucked
what
me
that
really
is.
bad. And I was really pissed, really
That's-
pissed off.
I
And
believe
ever
it's
since
fine.
I
You feel like you fucked it bad?
No, that didn't.
So
that
then
was
it's
the day I took him and just threw him in the fucking garbage because I was like, you know what, if that's the way you're gonna be, bro, then I don't
Because
really
he accepts
fucking-
absolutely no responsibility for his actions. So when I had to answer for him,
That's what I did. Fight.
Well, Buckaroo.
Wait, what happened?
Buster.
Well, I made some comments about his website and he didn't like it, so
that's not.
That is
that's
exactly
not
what
it at
happened.
all. That is not it at all.
Alright, well, I always wondered what the big issue was.
I honestly don't
I had
remember.
no
There was
choice. I should've
something that I
decided.
can't fucking talk about, unfortunately,
You know,
because it's a
that's
matter of
absurd.
corporate bullshit. But it had nothing to do with the comment you made about the website. It was something that I was questioned about regarding your behavior, and I had to answer for. It got you in trouble. You thought I did it fucking deliberately. So it was like a day later.
It's nothing worse than not being able to sock a guy who's like fucking saying, I'll fucking sue you.
Yeah, exactly. I'll fucking sue you. Do you know what fucking rage that elicits?
It's nothing worse than a guy that goes, you're a fucking nothing because you want to hit me. You're a Neanderthal, fat man. Now eat your burgers. And he just wants to toss this nigga to the wall. And he fucking can't. How you feel, Buster?
Not for nothing, but, you know,
That's just so fucking annoying.
Razzle dazzle.
I did a lot of stuff for Steve before this internship ever materialized. It was all pro bono stuff. I worked for his website, did some writing and stuff for him, you know, and that was very nice. And so I felt to be treated in this respect back, I felt was really fucked up, and it was just a smack in the face because he got his feelings hurt personally.
No, that wasn't it.
It isn't, Steve.
Oh my God, that's so wrong.
Yeah.
How could you fucking? This is amazing.
Sam just goes, oh,
Danny's on set like, oh, this, I can't even be in the same room as, oh, this is so upsetting to me.
Sam has a boner that he's holding his
Star Trek monsters that get strength from this. Like people fighting, he gets actual strength.
Somewhere in the sewer system of New York City, there's orange goo that's bubbling.
How does Vic Dumb feel about it? He enjoyed that. Yeah.
I heard him laugh. That was funny.
I didn't think it would get it to be the Steve Danny thing though again. That's
It always is.
You two have a very volatile work relationship. Yeah.
Yeah, one wants to sock the other,
Yeah.
and the other one goes, please do, and you fucking out of
Sue
here.
you into even further bankruptcy.
Steve,
Well, I got news for you, buddy. If you did, that's what I would do.
What good?
How professional is it for a guy who's the executive producer of the show to raise a fist to someone else? How
Damn,
fucking
dude.
professional is that?
At the time, it
Fucking
felt like
dude
the
killed me
best
3
thing in the
fucking
world.
But
times,
is it
dude.
professional, Steve?
This whole fucking move isn't professional. Are you fucking kidding me? That's the least professional environment you could possibly work in.
So then you're saying that it's...
You know what you went
Danny would go,
It's like arguing.
you know, Steve and Danny would go, oh, you did it now, pal. Now you done it, pal.
I got pissed off around this place before, and never once have I thought that a rational reaction would be to raise my fist to somebody. I've never once thought that that was going to be the proper road to go down in any dispute or disagreement that has ever happened in this building or in the XM building. Ever.
When's the last time you had a really nasty fist fight and got your face kicked the fuck into a curb? Seriously.
That is not the, dude, that is not the end all and be all of everything.
Answering the question.
Fists do not solve problems, Steven.
They don't.
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes they really do. And the fact that you can't answer that question means you probably never have.
Between Quincy
So
Jackson
I need to go my bell and then when you run into shit,
And
you
you
fucking
better off
get
if you got
fucking
a sense of humility that you've never fucking had. I've been hit so fucking hard that I couldn't see
I
straight.
don't care.
You know what? That says a monumental amount. You're indifferent and you're a fucking wise ass.
No, your world is completely different than mine. My world doesn't revolve around physicalities, and yours does.
That has nothing to do with that.
Yes, it does. That's your whole argument.
You have a massive problem with authority. You hate people who fucking even remotely exemplify a father figure. You fucking hate.
Wow, no, that's
Come on, dude. That shit's an elimination. That seems so fucking stupid. How the fuck do I get...
reaction to an authoritative decision? This guy fucking has something just his to his court
Get my dad on the phone. We'll talk about how much I hate my daddy and how I have daddy issues.
Okay, there's a definition of legs fight. Another legs fight.
Daddy issue. My dad's dead and I fucking love him the whole time. What the fuck you talking
One
about?
exception.
I have a lot of
Asshole.
issues.
See. Oh, Travis is here. Holy shit.
Whoa, Travis left the other room.
Wait. I gotta be on Steve's side. This is Attack of the Nerds. And Steve is over, and he can't what Steve does is take nerds and throws them through a window and steps on his fucking Terminator doll that he built and you're fucking Travis just tagged in. We did. This is fucking your station right now, Travis. Yeah, people. There's nothing new right now. I can't let this happen, because this is about to be, it's Lilliput. It's like, he's Gulliver, it's Gulliver. It's like they natty on him with the...
I got a hit mark over that?
Shit, and he can't do shit to him.
What did Travis have on this whole thing?
I just don't know what he's got on.
I completely disagree with Steve. I completely agree with Danny, and I'm tired of when Steve comes in here and he just dismisses Danny's opinion as Danny hates me.
I just don't
Well,
see how,
here I am,
I don't know,
and
dude.
I think that if
I
you
can't
punched
say it
me
was
in the
my
face,
fault, but...
nothing would change. You would be out of a job,
What?
and I would
I don't know
still
what
be
to
here.
do,
You'd be in a
man.
coma.
Do I care about KD? No. I don't care about the KD.
Punching me in the face,
I don't care
punching
about
Danny in the
winning.
face is not going to solve
I can't get no
anything.
kills.
You would be out of a job.
Just one of the parties.
You would be out of a job, and
But he doesn't, he's not gonna ever,
I
he's
just
not gonna
don't
ever
care,
punch you.
man.
He doesn't think about punching you. It's that the way he is,
No, you think
punching is flying on his, but you'll never do it.
that's not healthy for bosses. That's not healthy.
Travis should be in his face.
Plus they had a heart bump, so I mean, there was no way I was gonna be able to do anything.
You fuckers, it's not healthy.
I
Or
completely
Blackbird,
agree
whatever you wanna
that-
call
that
it.
By an executive producer saying, I'm irrational and crazy, and I'll threaten to punch you in the face. That's not healthy. That's not what a boss should do. Yeah. How's anyone gonna respect that? Why are you
serious? And feel like Richard Dreyfuss right now. You sound like Richard Dreyfuss from Jaws.
Why does he keep picking Woods though? Why does my game keep picking Woods? I don't get it. This is like a change. Come on, leave the game. I'm getting tired of seeing Woods. I'm getting tired of playing with Woods. There we go again. Again. Here to the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Nothing can happen to make this stop. Nothing.
I don't think so.
Watch it be Woods.
I'm very sorry for that.
Woods? Is that you?
We have to work together.
Woods. Oh my god, dude. This game is so full of crap, dude. I don't want to be Woods.
It seems like dudes.
Does it really matter? Yes, it does. If you have a female avatar, her hitboxes are, I don't know, they're a whole lot smaller than these male avatars. I don't want to be Woods, man. I'm getting tired of being Woods. Tired of it.
I come in and I go, this woman hates, like, I'm gonna remove myself from this situation. Like,
Steve, how are you gonna deal with?
Be funny and fun with somebody that you.
Steve, how are you gonna deal with your
I might play some Domination. I actually had fun playing Domination and Black Ops 6. Oh, did I say fun? Am I backpedaling? I don't know. I did say I wasn't
You don't listen, so
having
my
fun.
reaction to that is
I was entertained, but I was also falling asleep.
Absolutely different case entirely. I love the whole.
What am I playing? Black Ops 3?
those skills to the workplace then. And now
I bring a lot of.
I should play some Black Ops 3, man.
working on the fact that physical violence is gonna get.
Oh, gosh, who's playing that?
5% of any confrontation resolution. Okay, you try to resolve it every other way.
I want to go to sleep so bad. I'm gonna play a couple more matches, and then I'm gonna conclude the stream for today. I might do some Black Ops 6 later on. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. I'll just wait till the official game comes out. I think I've had my fill of that game.
If you start to feel a little bit
It doesn't taste good.
But here it comes.
It's not fulfilling.
And you really gotta fix this.
So, the way Patrice is
It's not
saying it, it's
nutritious.
everyone else's fault except.
And it's a bunch of I'm on both sides because I've
But it's
learned that
okay.
way. But it's really difficult when you're physically a big dude and dudes approach you with not fuck the fact that everybody can't fight or whatever.
The fact that the game
Dudes
plays you,
understand dudes. You can't just be a
the algorithms play you when you ask bad for your health.
apology if you apologize. Now, I'm not saying it did.
I'm gonna get at least 6 sniping kills in this game. If not, I'm gonna get the F out of Dodge.
And somehow embrace that. Two,
Pack up my horse and get the F out of Dodge.
it's just dudes, we think about that. That's how we roll. We might fight. And for other dudes to go, I'll sue you, motherfucker. It just ain't cool as dudes. This is non-dude shit. To Eric and everybody
saying
says
Woods
I'm
again.
just that kind of video, I guess. But the motherfucker,
Thank you, game, for
I
not letting me see
understand what
Woods
he's saying. I understand what they're saying. But this ain't dude shit. That's the thing, man. You can't be friends or around each other talking about I'll sue you.
Shut up.
But you are though, cause you're hurt.
Coworker.
I'm hurt. But see, you do, cause you're not over it. That's what I mean. You're not over it, cause you won't embrace.
No, cause it's like
your
this.
friends in
What
there.
the fuck?
That was one thing 2 years ago.
I get killed by Woods?
I
Ugh.
show you things every day. It's like
Fair enough, man.
it's like people that aren't
That's fair.
friends but have to work together, not liking each other.
Hey, Chase.
Then you don't.
So how do they work
you
together?
don't throw
What's the
those-
example of you working together?
Working together. Steve and Danny.
What the fudge? Oh my god, are you serious about that?
We have to understand, there's two offices. Usually we have two offices here. Danny's in one office, Steve's in the other office. They don't mix. There's no talking. There's no
So what's the
communication.
work? When do they connect as workers?
They don't.
You're watching it.
I mean, even
right
even
now.
the paperwork. Like when does it is it 3 degrees of separation from them where these two have to collaborate to make this
There's
show
never a
go
time
on?
where paperwork transmits from his office to to our office. Like, everything is
So
very
you don't work
self-contained.
together.
No, do not work
You just
together.
dudes that exist in the
Sometimes-
same space.
He'll tell me that, like, the guest has arrived, and that's that. We'll have a staff meeting once a week
Look at this
with
shit.
all the staff in the
Can
bar.
you get the advantage over
Steve
here?
will say what he's been doing. That's news to Danny. Because they don't communicate whatsoever. Which might be better. It's not so much that they don't communicate.
So they're not co-workers. They just both get paid by Sirius XM and go home.
Yeah.
Steve will do it
Look at that
for
crap,
me
dude.
to tell Danny something.
Look at that. She
Like a
spawned
sitcom.
right there.
It'll tell
everybody.
me that
He spawned right there.
You're soon too.
Travis, like when I need to get Danny's attention.
Let me ask you a question, Steve. Seriously. A serious question.
Yes.
When Oak wasn't in the other day, okay? Why would you hand CDs to everybody else but me?
Because they were on this side of the room and closer to get to.
Oh, no, don't be like that. You didn't do it on
Well, then
purpose.
Steve never handed Danny a CD when he's sitting there.
I stopped doing it, I don't know how many years ago.
So then why would you do it?
It was calculated and deliberate, and just admit the fact that you would rather not communicate with me.
Correct.
Fine. That's fine. It's all right. Steve's not defending himself. Well, I think that he doesn't give Danny the CD. But then don't tell me that I don't communicate at my review.
But you know, it's also, I hand something to Danny and I get the Danny eye roll, whatever. The Danny eye roll, whatever.
That's what Steve's issue is. Steve thinks that you don't give him stuff.
Wait, what? If I,
Steve thinks that if he hands you stuff, it won't get told. When have I ever not? What has never?
I don't know, me then, like, I don't understand what.
Sabotage.
Yeah, I never saw that.
This is
Oh,
fucking
damn. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I need 2 more, baby, or I'm not going to be playing this any much longer.
10-second race.
I'm going to get killed to the right.
We should all smile now.
10-second tirade. Tirade? It's a 10-second tirade? I think Steve and Danny should each get one, then smile at each other afterwards. Ooh, you want
No, because it won't be a smile to one, so it won't count.
Oh, okay.
shit.
They don't play along with the 10-second tirade?
Do it, baby. They're doing it. No?
Danny can smile and you can look at the teeth you're gonna knock out.
Oh, Steve is just the lack of physicality that Steve can't have right now.
That'd be frustrating
I
as
think
hell.
he would, if he could choke Danny, he would then, even if Danny hated him, he'd be like, dude,
Oh,
I'm sorry
damn it.
every day. Just to get
It was
that
like-
fucking energy
It
out.
looked like the
I
beginning
got
of
spawn
No
killed,
Country
by the
for Old
way.
Men with the cop on
Oh,
the
it's
floor.
just-
Like Danny would be kicking and
It's just looking
just
Steve in the air.
on the floor, and Steve would just be like, just fucking choking his shit
Yeah,
out.
over there, totally slick.
And then he'd go along to everybody else.
Steve, put that bull up and say, Danny, what's the most, you never lost anything in a coin toss, have you?
You got anything, Vic? Vic Dumb. No, I'm not allowed.
Vic Dumb.
You're not allowed to talk to Steve until I can figure out a way to properly apologize to him.
Oh, shit.
Have you thought about it yet?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Well, you go home and think about it, young man.
Think about it?
What the fuck? Did I just get spawn killed, man? Holy shit.
You guys have a point, man.
Wait, is Xerox in? Are you going to apologize to Steve?
Oh, man.
I'll think about it. I don't see it happening.
Whose side am I on? I'm on the side of me getting into my fucking truck and going home to my lovely house
I'm on the
and
side of
having
them
a stiff drink.
cutting the copy that they have.
Whose side you on, Oak? Who do you think should apologize?
Well, first Xerox should apologize to Steve. No, that ain't happening. I thought about getting him an apology gift, but if I put cheeseburgers down his desk, everybody would get upset.
I'll be honest, I am biased because I've had personal run-ins with Steven behind the scenes, things that don't want to discuss.
Which makes you believe in
But that, no, it's just I have a hard time being sick at each other. We work together. We were very good friends, like at NEW and stuff like that. But things just happen. Things happen. We'll just say that. And Danny is a very close friend of mine, so I'm a little biased, so I can't really.
I think, okay, that's the preponderance of the evidence.
No,
This is crazy because it makes Steve look bad.
No, I'm not trying to make Steve look bad. I'm just saying.
He just loses friends.
Here's the problem. Steve has a major problem. Because the staff doesn't like him or respect him. And I don't know how it got to this point, but Steve's got a major problem. You got a major problem.
I have sat down each member of this.
I don't like
You
this
did
goddamn
something
map.
because these guys don't like you.
Oh, it is a rise up right here.
And I guess you don't have to like.
They'd frag you if it was being.
And you don't have to like the guy
Camping in
that.
a goddamn
So-
building.
Barnes, baby.
And you don't have to like the guy that's higher than you in the hierarchy of a fucking workplace, but it goes way deeper than that.
Steve was in the Lions. Now, if we left this room now
Asshole.
and he locked the door, Steve would sit them all down dead. What you all know about that? Hey, tell him.
That's my honesty right there. Steve's got a major issue.
Well, you know what? Two might
Going way past any workplace, fucking.
Yeah, I know. You love the stunt brain. Want a piece of me?
Like if it was one,
Swing at me.
if it was one guy, then okay. But it seems like these guys are in agreement.
Well, if that's the case, then everybody knows.
Remember that scene? Yeah. Well, go ahead. Yeah. He fucking up the machine. When the machine breaks down, we break down. And I ain't gonna let that happen, boy.
Ooh,
Now go ahead,
fucking
y'all
truthful,
love,
shake your ass.
y'all love Steam. Go ahead.
I don't know, Steve.
I'm here, fellas. I'm here, fellas. Kill me.
So what do you say, Bob? Get the day off?
Fucking Steve wants to put a hole in somebody's ass.
Steve been shit on 6 times and he's still here. You can't shit on Steve.
Let's have
What?
let's have Sam.
No way, dude.
Because Danny comes from a place where we're not sure where he's coming from.
Yeah.
Technically, E-Rock is too much of a pussy to speak up. He's a victim. He's a victim.
What are you, homosexual?
Sam, talk for the group
What do you need to know?
about Steve, the work environment, who's wrong, who's right.
The relationship between Steve and the majority of the staff has undeniably been severed.
Wait, start over there. You just start over.
That's a direct
This
contradiction.
music playing right now is the greatest metropolis that ever lived.
See, we don't need Travis because he didn't take this one.
Boy, oh my God.
That's how does Steve laughs.
I don't know. I feel bad about this, brothers. I just feel bad. What are you, a crusader, Travis? We got ourselves a crusader. Look at this lump of shit. I cut it down, Travis. I cut it down. I catch you taking a picture of Steve's breakfast one more time. I swear to God, you're gonna get a goddamn chicken out of here in a body bag. I shit you not. Bag and tag this piece of shit. Shit. This music. It's just. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sam. This music is beautiful.
Wrap us up.
Yeah, Sam will put it all together.
Perspective.
I think.
Start over because now we're.
Okay. The relationship between Steve and the majority of the staff.
Now,
Not
could you start? Dear Grandma. The relationship between.
And the majority of the staff has been undeniably severed, as evidenced today.
I'm in territory.
To
I'm in
Steve's
hostile. I
credit,
knew it was in
the
hostile
last time
territory.
Steve had a big thing on the air with all of us against him. He reached out to all of us.
Yeah, wow, dude. 8 sniping kills.
Yes,
Love
we
it.
demanded, and he talked to all of us. Okay, do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do it, boy.
Do it, boy.
Yeah, man. Okay, then. Do it.
I can't stop it. It's such a great fucking movie. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's a lovely fucking war.
Since that time, I've had no issues with Steve at all. And our relationship is fine. Our working relationship is totally cool.
I see.
Eric did some things today that got under Steve's skin. However, I think, and if pressed, Steve would probably admit that his major yelling at Eric was due to frustrations that maybe Danny and maybe
Alright,
also
that was
Travis
fun. That
had
was
built
fun.
up
Actually,
in
I had fun.
I
Steve.
can't listen to nothing but this music.
This is my last
Took out
night.
Eric.
I can't listen to
But
shit.
how long ago have they,
Let me try
What do you mean?
how long ago have they frustrated Steve to where he would
No, that's not accurate. I'll admit frustrating Steve. Danny has been frustrating Steve for
2 years.
2 years at least. Their relationship will never be fixed whatsoever.
We gotta settle this now. I remember the note is happening back in NEW. They ripped us the fuck apart.
And I personally,
You just do this jumping up and down on one leg and clapping.
This music makes everything sad. It's fucking terrible. This music is fucking.
It really is.
Adagio is the worst. It's the saddest music ever made. I can't. I want to laugh. Look at Steve's face.
Yeah.
With this music. This is terrible.
Yeah.
Sam, I think Steve's issues with Danny primarily played a part in what he took out on Eric.
I can't believe
And I
that's the level
think that when he says pick a side, as Eric said, I don't know if he said it or not, but if he said pick a side, I think he believes that the team that's opposing him is Danny and Travis since they're such good
Erock
friends.
is the son of one of those two fathers.
As Mars says, for a battle of your soul.
That's it. I mean, the issue here, the primary issue, even with the Eric thing, all of the issue is between Steve and Dan. I think. Maybe you disagree.
Well, to make a statement just backing up a few that my relationship with the entire staff has been severed, I think that's completely incorrect.
Majority.
I've reached out to
Long shot.
everybody to my face or over the phone, said I got no problem with you, and that was, 2 months ago?
Yes.
2 months ago. So since then, I don't know.
Well, but that's the thing. You said that's when you reached out to Danny and he didn't respond. I said I have no problem with you, and I just said.
So one
that's
person
what
through the
he
whole
said.
studio.
No, I said it too.
That was nasty.
I said it to you too, to
What?
your face.
What?
When you came into me right after this whole incident, like, what is your fucking problem with me? I told you some of the issues I have with you. I said overall, I don't fucking hate you as you assume everyone else here does.
So
And I told you that to your
Eric
face.
doesn't have a problem with you. He just thinks your breakfast's so funny.
Yes, I
That's the
understand.
one I'm used to.
Danny
now.
has a problem with you.
Yes, I understand.
And you have a problem with Danny.
Yes.
I don't understand why we don't all hate Sam. How does
Why
he
would you
skip?
hate Sam?
He's the
Yeah, yeah. How the fuck does he skip on that one? What did he say anything? What did he say?
He's girl, like he has his own island and like you know,
Calling his people in the apocalypse now.
Yeah, well, he knows when he decides whose heads
Ooh, I
get
hate
severed.
this
and
movie.
everybody's afraid to confront him.
It's weird. We all should hate Sam.
Why would anybody hate
I
Sam?
think that's what would solve this problem.
And that's not a good solution. Nobody should hate Sam. I've never done anything to anybody. Let's be honest here.
No, we've changed. Yes,
Movies.
now we're on to what's now Dune. Yeah, we're on to another movie. All right,
I really need to just wrap up. It's getting very late.
Because here's the thing. We'll
I
reach a
can't believe I'm still in serious. We could reach a resolution today.
Yeah. Wow.
But in 2 months, I'm just saying, some people could apologize and everything. We could say, okay, everyone's fine. Within the next 2 to 4 months, something will be done. Steve will get pissed off, and it will result in, regardless of who's at fault, Steve and Danny arguing, because that's where the real problem lies. Let's be honest with each other.
So if they solve their issue,
Which they won't ever.
everything is much better.
But they need to just separate from each other and not worry about each other. When Danny says he's over Steve, then don't give Steve a second thought. And Steve should not give Danny a second thought. Just act as islands amongst each other. Travis and me, I feel like we're on your island. Yeah, but you still have hostility towards Steve.
I'm not gonna magically like somebody.
No, there's a difference between, there's 3 things here. There's liking, not liking, and having them out of your system.
And emotionally, you're right, you're not. That's what I'm saying. Exactly, you're not indifferent. You do have.
Poe's got some creepy haircut.
We got any clips from our post show?
Yeah, we do. And Danny walked out. It's a whole thing that happened. Danny walked out of what? I know you don't have time to get into it. This is the setup direct to the interview. Yeah. Hey, what happened on Saturday? I didn't walk out.
I left when my shift was over. Someone didn't realize that theirs was over as well,
this thing. Wow, well, Master Pro had a show on Saturday night. That's right. The Arena. What was it called? The Arena? The Arena? Yeah, the Arena with Master. The Arena. And just so everyone understands the players, Danny produces the Saturday Night Virus, right? That is correct? Huh? That is true. Very cool. And Master Pro, how did you think it went? I'm not sure. I haven't heard it yet. Well, I had fun. But did you have a feel like, oh, this is going okay, or what? It's the first time I've ever did a radio show, so the only thing I can say is that I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed that I had fantastic guests, and it was just it was fun. I just have to say it was fun. Okay. Is this you? You have an us? Fantastic. And there were no duplicate us's in there? Right? Yes. That was all of us standing out. No. That was only Poe's us's in an hour. He also had some guests in there that were listening as well.
Why does everybody us?
Now, Poe, why were there so many people here Saturday night? I saw the pictures on the message board. I was amazed at how many people were here to watch you do your show. Well, I had my students that came down, my advanced students, and there was about 7 people. Then I had fans of the show and friends of mine that came down. I had my long life, I'd have to say he's my partner, my blood brother, because he and I got into an incident where we almost died. And he was there with his wife, his son, his girlfriend, and his friend. And
Wait, his wife and his girlfriend, or his son's girlfriend?
His son's girlfriend. Okay. And I emailed Steve while I was getting my haircut, my Marine cut haircut.
How long was the email? 3 seconds? It's a razor in the head. Hello, Vietnam.
And he wanted to find out how many people were coming, and I said, I'm not sure. I think maybe 15 or 20.
Yeah, but let's clarify something really quickly.
Sure.
The only reason why you were being asked was because I had heard through the
This is
room
my
that
last
you were having
match.
A small party up here. So that's what Steve wanted to clarify your guest list.
Let me see the party. We had
40 people.
We had bleachers, and they were all sitting down. They all had suits on. We had all the. Excuse me.
Wait, hold on.
I'm sorry. This is your show.
I saw the pictures. Hey, no one has.
I did see guys in red cornrows. I had about 4 of my students that had suits. My blood brother had a suit on. His wife was also dressed up very, very nice.
He wasn't in a suit, I hope.
How many people were here? Safe to say, Danny.
It was probably about 30 people.
30 people. Without exaggeration, it's more than 30 people.
Why would you think it's a good idea to have 30 people when you're going to do a radio show?
Well, I've never done a radio show before, and I didn't know exactly how many people were going to come. I thought about 20. I'm sorry.
Would that be a distraction, though?
Because now you have to worry about them, make sure they're comfortable and happy, make sure they're on the air.
Not only that, but also distracting the show that was on while these people were filing in and milling about. You know, because Big Kev, he's trying to do a show, and he's wondering why there's 800 people showing up. And so that was kind of distracting.
No, he's wondering why anybody showed up. One maintenance guy walks in, cameras, my God, a fan base.
Yes, my guests did come in, and they did all their paperwork. Everything was filed nice and neat, and there was not one incident. We didn't have any liquor. There wasn't any drugs, because that doesn't happen. And everyone was very respectful. They sat down and watched the show.
I gotta tell you, I'm looking at pictures right now, and it looks like it's a bar. I mean, there's a lot of people in that shot.
The gentleman over there, the bald guy, that's my buddy. Remember that time I told you we got attacked by about 14, 15 guys?
Yeah.
He is the gentleman that was with me that night. Although he didn't get a chance to tell his side of the story, I like his side better. The guy over there with the black shirt, that's Willie. He's one of my top knife fighters and stick fighters.
The guy
He's a
looking
very
away?
dangerous individual.
The guy with the gray hair looking away?
Correct.
He's very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
extremely dangerous. He's knocked people out in tournaments.
Not
How long
bad.
has Willie been doing fucking knife fighting with one of those suits?
He's been with me for about 8 years.
There's no suits though. Oh, you said everyone had a suit on.
Well, some people have suits. Okay,
That guy in the green hat wearing a suit?
That guy. I can see from here.
No, that guy's from 52 Blocks.
That guy looks guilty of something.
The guy on the right-hand side with the white cap, the skeleton, that's one of my students, one of my top guys. No, he didn't have a suit, but he was there to
That's
support
pretty
me.
mildly, Paul. He's wearing a shirt with a skeleton. That's a long fucking way to get a suit.
I offered him,
A vest and a tie is not a suit.
I offered him one of my suits, but it wouldn't fit him.
He's just like one of the bad guys in fucking Karate Kid. They should have beat up Django for that right there. Well, now we got
Big Kev on the line. Big Kev.
Hey, what's up? I just, I found it a little distracting at, that post show started at 11 o'clock and at about 9:45 people started coming in. And, you know, my guests were a little confused and a little off-put by it as well. So I just wanted to chime that in a little bit. I mean, there was like flashing and pictures being taken and all that stuff. And I mean, that's all well and good. I understand all that, but it just seemed a bit distracting to be happening so early.
I don't remember anyone taking pictures, number one. Again, no disrespect to you, Kevin, and I apologize if I did interrupt the show.
A lot of disrespect, actually.
Much. But
I got a call like I see it. If the guy before he's trying to do a show, there's 30, 40 people, that's kind of a disrespect.
Well, once again, it was 1 hour, and I had to make sure that everyone did their paperwork before my show.
All right.
I think Paul.
I was excited to do this radio show.
Exactly. I think that's more exciting. A disrespect is an intent, and I think being excited and you know maybe not handling things right is not necessarily.
Can you at least tell Big Kev, look, I apologize ahead of time, but a lot of my people are coming in to see me do my first radio show. I hope it's not a distraction to you. Is there anything I can do for you? Did you make him kind of comfortable with the situation?
Unfortunately, he was on the show, and I didn't get a chance to speak with him. I was waiting for the guys to come in so I can take care of the paperwork. Kind of difficult to take care of paperwork, take care of IDs, and prepare for the show, and also try to get in contact with your guests that are running late.
Oh, was there a mix-up with the time? AM and PM.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
All right. Explain what happened there.
I get a call in the morning, and Light Burley from the 52 Blocks organization, he called me up. He says, Master Paul, where are you? I says, what do you mean, where am I? I'm home. I'm eating breakfast. And he says, well, how come, what do you mean, you're late? I said, no, I'm not late. Where are you? He says, I'm here, I'm waiting for you. I said, Light, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. And he says, oh, you're not supposed to be here? I said, no, you're early, you're 12 hours early. So he kind of,
Somebody tells me that was the first time Light Burley was ever early for anything. So was there a little tension between Danny and Master Paul?
well, I was just kind of surprised to see that many people show up, considering that I was never made aware
Yeah,
by Master Paul.
Communicate with Danny and tell him everybody that's coming and where they're going to be sitting. And I don't really like to leave Danny in the dark. And I know that Danny has a lot to do when he's there. He has to, you know, make sure everything's running straight. He has to make sure all the correct information is up on the data pad. And,
Well, I thought my pad data was quite accurate for your show.
I got that.
I said I think my pad data was quite accurate for your show.
Was it a bunch of scenes?
A little show or Patrice or
No, I thought Big Kev's homoerotic fun time really set the time for the evening. And I knew that you would probably get upset, so I did change it eventually to Big Kev's Gay Treehouse.
I want to thank you for that, Danny.
Very welcome.
Now, Master Paul wrote a rather scathing letter.
It certainly was scathing.
I would say a rather.
Yeah, Paul, what happened on Saturday that you had to write one of our bosses?
Would you care? Should Paul read what he wrote? Because honestly, you managed to copy of it from
Sure.
MP.
All of it.
MP. Now you wrote this one, Paul.
Wait, before he reads this letter, what was your beef with Danny? Danny's like the program director of 202 on weekends.
Yes.
He's like the guy in charge. So what was the problem you had with Danny before we get into this email?
5 minutes before the show, he said extremely, with a loud tone.
No, that's not true.
top of your lungs at me. So whose tone was being loud that night?
Well, like I said, I'm not going to defend myself. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to call
Then you're gonna lie.
No, I said I'm going to have the callers.
All right, let's have callers.
Let's have all these callers call in, and they'll all lie.
Hold on. Big Kev's online. Big Kev.
I definitely for sure had one of my guests who heard Master Poe clear as crystal yelling like
Big Kev,
yelling very loud.
Yelling or screaming?
Well, I was told yelling, but I would think yelling is tantamount to screaming when it comes to men.
Well, Danny, what did he? Hold on, but what did he scream at you? He screamed, and when I say screaming, I mean screaming like the way that you scream at a kid for breaking like your television. He said, "Why are you trying to embarrass me in front of my friends? Why are you trying to embarrass me in front of my friends?" Just like that.
He took you outside and did it?
Well, he took me outside, but he did give me the common courtesy of screaming into the doorway so that all of his guests, so that he could make clear that he's the alpha male here. He's the one that's in charge. So he had to make sure not to scream at me, because you weren't even making eye contact with me, as you're not right now.
I'm just looking at the callers. I don't need to look at you, because I know the truth. I can look at you.
Okay, well, how about we have Donnie call up, because I think she was here.
Was Donnie here, man?
Donnie was here. Patrick was here. I think Big A was here. I'm sure he could give a call in.
Okay, 1 second. We can have these people call in, but let's not say specific people, because Donnie didn't hear anything.
Okay, well, let's have Big A
Let's
call
have
in.
everyone who was there that night.
Maybe Tax wants to give a call in.
Hey, Kev, I gotta free up a hotline, so.
Take care, Kev.
But if you have anything to add, though, just call back.
And this is from Patrick, who is Donnie's
Yes.
Yes. Let me just it says, for the record, I took no photos at XM until the post show was over. We were all surprised by the number of guests that were there. So I guess they were surprised at the amount of people. That wasn't
I was hoping it was going to continue.
actual little thing.
Would Paul have yelled? I just told this. Now, what I saw is Danny probably came in and said something in front of people that embarrassed you. I probably would have been embarrassed too. Did you yell at him in response to that, or was there other stuff that you wanted Danny to do that he wasn't doing, or was it just in response to feeling embarrassed?
Basically what he said in front of the guests, but again, I'm not going to defend myself in regards
What
to
did you say to Danny?
Danny, this is
I was trying to alleviate the situation. I wanted him to come outside and talk about it. It was 5 minutes before my show, and I've never done a radio show before, and my show probably stunk. Okay, but that's all fine and dandy. I tried to do my best, and I tried to give you guys, honor as much as I could.
No one's trying to say that you didn't do your best for the radio show.
Okay, all right. And you know something, Danny?
All we're talking about is 10 minutes before your show went on the air. No one's patching on the show or the content.
It was 5 minutes before the show, and I think that it was inappropriate for you to speak to me that way.
I feel that it was inappropriate for you to not tell me that you had a 35 people guest list come upstairs.
Guess what?
That is it.
Steve Combs, who's the executive producer of the show,
yes.
I'm tired, man.
He was well aware of this.
Wow.
I don't mean, okay. Can Poe read some of this? Because it's in Poe's voice. This is email.
I know, we're getting to that point, Jimmy. There's still what? Well, get the mic, Steve. We're getting there, Jimmy. Trust me. This is